We have a $100 rebate voucher for you, redeemable at popular stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot, and many more. Press 1 now to call into the rewards department to receive your $100 rebate voucher, or press 2 if you would like to be placed on our do not call list.
Sprinkles food for Darsha.
Thank you for calling.
Woo! Oh man, well we gonna start this one out like we always do. We getting everything on board for y'all. Everything crystal clear, y'all. Got a lot of guests, a lot of things going on. First and foremost, to let everybody know my grandma's doing well. You know, this late start. But she's doing all well, everybody, prayers and everything. But if y'all was listening yesterday, right when I was getting into it on that 1,000 like we do, and I was telling y'all, if you need to call in, because we ain't going to leave you hanging, guess what? See? Let you know we here to heal people. I ain't leave my grandma hanging. Just like I ain't going to leave y'all hanging.
You jumped right up and got on it.
Got right up. Gone. Action. Reaction. We ain't talking about it. We going to be about it. So you're going to get put through the test. I got put through the test yesterday. See? My mom felt me for 1,000. So sometimes when you get them calls, you got to take them. And them moves, you definitely got to make them. This is what we trying to tell y'all. So we're going to give a couple little quick shout-outs. You know, people trying to do things in the community. Cool. Give you a quick one, because I'm trying to put this thing together. We damn sure got your back, but we just want to know a little bit more about it. You know. I wish you could have told me a little something. Just give me a call in. Elevation Radio, 856-457-5729. You know what I mean? So, what is everybody telling? This hump day? Friday about to pop in. Fat Friday. We on a Trillion Thursday right now. And we gonna bring in a clothing designer from right here homegrown. I told you, the new year I'll be wearing more clothes, you know, made by black people, by the community. It ain't just by black, anybody can. You making your own clothes and you're Caucasian or Hispanic. I told you, Frankie Delgado, we still waiting for him. I know y'all gonna love that when he come on and give us that good, you know what I mean? So, until then, I got my producer coming in. We're gonna be, you know, vibing out on why we just can't all get together. And, you know, everybody got our egos, stuff like that. Got Punch the P, he should be coming through too. So we're gonna have a real big United Nations forum here. It's gonna be going down. And then we also will be playing a new game. Shout out to my man Molecules, my nigga. He got the Chocolate Drop Show. Shout out Queen. Oh yeah. She got the Queen Show. And you got more treats coming for you. You know what I mean? Cruisy Cruise. Oh yeah. Mugs, all of them. Oh yeah, P-Funk is in the building, so he gonna be in. We gonna give y'all motherfuckers a treat today. And another thing we gonna start doing, we gonna reverse the racism on them. Because remember, the people that we want to talk to, we don't want them to be scared to come up here and actually do something for the community. So we gonna get this thing jumping up right now before they get their own little combo out there in the hallway. Hey producer, can you come on in, brother? Right quick. Here we go, right here. Super producer.
It's happening.
Come on, baby.
Want the gentleman to come in?
Not yet. You know how we got to do it. Not yet. We got to introduce you. We got, you know, they eager. They ready for that fruitful knowledge. So, you know, me and my man got to vibe out right quick. So what's the new status on Morgan right quick? What are we looking at?
Man, we're looking at somewhere within the next month, you know, we're utilizing different angles.
Right, there you go.
In here.
Right.
As well as, you know, changing up the format. You know, man, media is an art, man. So we're using our skillful tactics of art in order to get some of the prized names. I'm not just going to say Mr. Morgan, but I'm talking about all the individuals that you would enjoy out there in Radio Land, hearing the discourse with our host,
Right.
Shabringles.
So just like he's saying, we don't want to think we singling out Reverend Morgan. I told you he's one of my favorite teachers, and all we want to do now is build a dialogue where he doesn't have to feel like we want to attack or even ask him about the church.
That's not what it's about.
That's not about that. It's not even about that.
It's not about that. It's in ancient times, you know, discourse, you know, conversation or debate would later, you know, turn to debates and logic, you know, the study of logic. You present your argument, a person presents their argument, and it's not necessarily an argument as you would see an emotional level, to whereas two people hate each other because they disagree on certain points. We're trying to get to a general consensus of what can help our community. You know what I'm saying? And solutions, at the end of the day, solutions to, you know, the things that may be plaguing us as a community.
Now, I'm glad you said some solutions. See, because this is what we are. This is a solution room right here. So we're going to bring in a homegrown artist, far as, like you said, it's all art. He's into clothing design. And he also is an artist as far as rhyming and all that, but he's more focused on the clothes right now. Yeah.
We have Bert Widener here today on the Food for Thought show here on this beautiful Thursday, live from the Elevation Radio studio. So we're going to bring him in a few, and then we're going to, you know, just conversate about some of the things that are affecting the community, news, you know, news situation or newsworthy situations that I think, you know, would be interesting, or we think here at Elevation Radio that would be, you know, intriguing to our listeners.
Right.
So we're going to continue bringing you nothing but the truth, the you know, the unadulterated truth. And if you have anything to say, you want to chime in, or you have any questions, 856-457-5729. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Call in. You dig?
You know what I mean?
And also too, man, we want to thank you out there for, you know, for the support that you're giving too, man, because it's been overwhelming here, you know, at the Food for Thought show. Yeah. So we want to thank you for supporting, you know, all the different various shows here at Elevation Radio, man, because we just introduced Chocolate World.
Chocolate World, Molecules.
Molecules. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
Yeah, he's raising the bar.
I can't wait till he come on.
Raising the bar as far as musically, you know. So I really appreciate that. Queen's always, you know, on point with her show. And you can't forget Jeremiah.
Come on, man. Welcome to Zamunda.
Yeah,
Get your passports ready.
Welcome to Zamunda.
Get your passports ready.
So we have a powerful team, and we're steady expanding in leaps and boundaries, you know, day by day. And so again, we want to thank you out there.
Yeah, now I'm glad you said that, because at the end of the day, we are trying to give you guys a platform where you can come express yourself. So by us doing that, can y'all help us help you? So if you come to the Queen show and you're a rapper, right? First of all, remember, she's giving you a platform to express yourself where people can see you and go out and support you and help you to grow and all the beautiful stuff. So remember, the stuff that you do on your block, hey, no disrespect, but we're going to keep that there. When you come up here, it's a certain criteria you guys are going to have to meet now, you know. So if you want to come on like you already made it with your entourage and all this, well, we will hope for you to have everything in order as business and conduct yourself in a business fashion.
Yes,
because at the end of the day, it's all about you having a platform to express yourself and for your peoples and your listeners and your fans to see you and hear your music. And I would think you would take that opportunity to use it to your fullest and not to come up here and, like I say, hang out. See, we getting out of that hanging out, you know, because we never know who's watching or who's looking. See what I'm saying?
It's a place of business.
A
The
place
same
of
respect
business
that you would give to any radio station, we want you to give the same respect to Elevation Radio Station. So in other words, keep that monkey business home So don't bring no monkey business up here. All right.
Thank you. So that's back to your regularly scheduled program now. We had to give you that station identification break right there. So after these messages, we'll be right back. And on that note, let's bring in my man Bert. I know he's been ready to come in since this morning. Nah. Come on, fam. Hey, yep, there you go. You see, you got to be on cue.
There you go.
Don't blow your shot.
Don't
But once
miss
again, peace and blessings.
It's a blessing, brother.
It's a pleasure that you're in the building.
Always.
You know, and let everybody know who you are, man, and you know.
Well, if you don't know, now you know.
There it is.
It's your boy Bert.
Okay.
Bert Winder, of course.
Yes.
Man, she's go back.
Oh yeah.
You know, go back.
Well, listen, my bad, because listen, before I even get into that,
Okay.
before I just let you jump in,
Okay.
you know, I still gotta give it to him for as ask you some good questions.
Let's do
First
that.
of all, you're homegrown, so that means you're from around the way, right? From Violent, or Cumberland County, born
Well,
and raised.
I've been raised down here all my life, so.
Okay, there we
I
go
hold
with
it
that.
down for everybody. I'm originally from North Philly.
Okay, well that's good too.
I'm
Man.
still here.
Represent where you're from,
You know what I'm saying?
because it ain't all of this where you're at now. All right, so this is where you're trying to do something in this community to help everybody.
Exactly.
So listen, he all the way from North Philly, y'all. So what's that telling for y'all homegrown cats?
I mean, you were born in North Philly, or you
I was
raised?
born in North Philly, but I was raised in Bridgeton.
Okay.
Okay, well there you go. Shout out to the bridge.
In case anybody know, my brothers, you know what I mean, Rap Boy.
There, give it to
You know what I'm
him.
saying? My brother EST, go by Fat Cat. My sister Kim, my mom Debbie Morgan. You know.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, we nothing but respect for them.
You know.
Happy holidays to you and your family.
Thanks. Same to you.
Now, back to what we do best.
Okay.
Is put shine that light on you. See what I mean? Yeah, that's what we want to do. Because we want the people to know, first of all, in your travels, to even get to where you were going, let the people know the kind of, adversities and things you had to do. Because, the road that we want to do ain't always easy and it's not always fun or the glamorous, because you got to work jobs and other type of things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been uphill from the day I was born.
There you go.
My mom's, went through stuff with, my pops and them. My pops ended up being killed.
Oh man, see, come on, y'all.
At the age of 1, I was already going through that. I lost my dad at the age of 1.
Wow, man.
So, but
sorry to hear that.
yeah, but what it is it's basically me always educating myself.
Okay.
I was in the streets. Anybody who know my brothers, they was in the streets.
Okay.
My mom from the streets.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? But we was also raised with morals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was raised with them principles. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, she originally from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So she laid that down. You know what I'm saying? Her life was sacrificed on her grandkids and her family. And those principles really kept us grounded. My mom, she came in, she did her thing. So, from then on, I was always in and out. I was either, raised in the church, but in the streets. So I always had one foot in, one foot out. I was taught the streets, from like 6.
Okay.
But as I got older, it became a struggle because, when you in a household without a man.
Okay, give it to him. We just talked about that.
When you in a household without a man, your mom's got to be the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got it, but it's only so much that your mom can do.
Right.
She working, she doing 2, 3 jobs.
She wearing a lot of hats, as it.
Yeah. So the streets was the man. I went to the streets. Anybody who know me know I was in the streets heavy for a long time. Seen a lot of things, know a lot of people. Things I won't ever speak on, but
Right.
I went through a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things as far as how the hood worked, what's not good. You know what I'm saying? And for a while it was more like a rebel mentality.
Okay.
But I mean, I went through being profiled by cops, being threatened by cops, family threatening to kill us. You know what I mean? Cops threatening to kill us. My brother was killed by the cops.
Come on, man, for real.
And my brother was killed by Christian police.
You know what, man? This is just what we want to start with the mothers who lost sons in this senseless violence, or any type of mother just lost a son. From the lady that lost, the cop that lost her life. Like we said, we ain't anti-police. We just anti the people that abusing authority.
Yeah, you do your job. That's
Do
it.
your job. That's it.
Do your job. We ain't asking you to be superheroes. Just do your job. You know what I mean? You got a responsibility to serve. You serve before you protect. So serve. Do your job right. Be the role model that these kids can't have. If you're a cop, you supposed to be the person who really gonna lay the law, especially when it comes to, okay, help the people who need help. You see a woman getting abused, that's when you step in.
Yeah.
You see a child who running around crazy, yo, go that way. Don't go that way.
Right.
You don't need to hang. See, that's how I was raised. I'm saying the
Give it
OGs, they told me, we don't want you here.
Mhm.
I'm saying, if we catch you, we beating you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the communities do now, because, you know, you got all this infiltration, you know, between the government and, you know, the gangs.
The gangs, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know where the lessons got lost, but from what I know, I don't stand on a lot of them things. I
Right.
stand on, you know, if we doing dirt, you don't teach that to the youth. You teach
Right.
them not. That's what we went through in our generation.
Right.
So now, for the youngins, you ain't got to go through it. We went through that for you.
That's
So,
right.
you know, we may have went through the streets. We may have been dropouts, but you're going to go to college.
Come on, man. There you
You're
go.
going to get that degree. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You're going to become a next lawyer.
Yeah.
You could be the president. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could be the mayor. What? Like, think about all of the government affiliated programs. We have nobody that's in under these programs. None of the kids. The flip side, the good side to being in the hood is you learn.
Mhm.
Rough. The bad side is the stigmas that is put in the minds, because they tell you you don't want to do that.
Right.
You don't want to be a mayor. You don't want to be a cop. You don't want to be a governor. But when you get older, the neighborhood suffer because of that stigma.
See, there you
You
go.
understand what I'm saying? So that's why, as you know, like, shout out to my cousin, Box Raheem McClendon. He put up a big post on Facebook today,
Okay.
and he went in.
There it is.
I'm with him, and he was like, you know, from the time people was killed and everything that happened, and what it, you know, it trickled down to really causing, you know, the violence. And he said it best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to get our neighborhoods together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went through
Big
all
shout
that.
out to him. Yeah.
When I went through all that. I went through being threatened by the cops. You know what I'm saying? I went through the beefs in the hoods. You know what I'm saying? My family went through it. But the beautiful thing about it is the lessons that, elevated. You know, it was laid down for me to be where I'm at. My mom's, people like you, people don't know back in the day.
Oh,
you
yeah.
was dropping gems on me.
Yeah.
Back when I was working at McDonald's.
Yes.
My brother right here, he
Yes.
was clothing before I thought about it.
Yes.
So the circle always there.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep that mind open, the universe works. However, it works for you.
You absolutely
I
right.
just stayed on that path. You know, I left the streets, took care of my family, started reading books.
Now see that? Okay, now we was talking a little earlier off the record per se. Before we get into, I see what motivated you to go ahead and want to do something different in your life and want to get into the arts and the clothing and all that. But you was talking about some of the books you had just read, and you said you had went right here to the Violent Library.
Yeah.
And picked up a book. Could you let the people know what book you picked up right here at the Violent Library?
Well, I got something called The Teachings of Patah Hotep.
Mm-hmm.
Oldest book in the world. You get it online, Amazon or whatever. But
Okay.
a lot of these books they give away.
Now, what's the basic, premise of this book?
What this is it takes you into history as far as the ancient hieroglyphic writings,
Okay.
or what is assumed to be writings.
Okay.
If you know anything about it, you know really the images is more important than the writing.
Right,
You know,
right.
the images give you the lessons. But it's basically giving you like a proverb. It's just like Proverbs that's in the Bible, but it's older.
Okay.
And the thing that I like about it is because it's going to connect to your culture.
Yeah.
You need, in order to liberate your mind, you need somebody with your mind.
There you
You
go.
understand what I'm saying? Like that hat, that
Right.
Wu.
That's
If-
Wu.
if
Shout out to
that-
Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers.
Yeah, in order for you to acknowledge yourself and enlightenment, you need somebody like-minded.
Yeah.
Like when you gave me lessons, we like-minded. We come from the same history. Same
Yeah.
thing with him. You need your people to educate you and give you them seeds so you can see yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, from what they shown you.
You right.
If you go outside of yourself, then you start trickling off into things you really don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
So,
Now, just, you know we vibe, but I just saw you got the Wu
oh yeah,
joint on too.
yeah, we do that.
I see you got the Wu joint on
We
too.
do that. I'm a student
See?
of the game.
That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
a student of the game.
But this is what we is. It's always better to give than receive, right? I just got this straight from damn near Rick Quan and on. Go ahead, brother.
Wow,
You know this is how we do it.
that's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Now you Wu-Tang all the way down.
Now I'm right.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Now
This is
I'm
what we do on Elevation Radio. When you do good, you get rewarded for that.
That's
See?
a blessing, man.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
It ain't all about me. Told you this.
Yeah.
It's about you. It's about you. It's about the listeners.
Yeah.
About weight.
It's about we.
Yeah.
Us. Best in the business.
True indeed.
See?
True indeed.
Now see how that make everybody feel? See how it is? Always better to give than receive.
True indeed.
Somebody gave me a chance to come here and talk to y'all. I told you he could have did this himself. I was talking to one of my mentors today. Yes, I have a mentor. We just gonna leave it as that. And he reassessed and he pointed out some things to me how I could fine tune. See? Because when you're on an elevation, you always want to be greater. An elevator. See, elevator always, you can go to the 100, 200, the bigger the story is, the much you go up. So you go all the way up. So no disrespect to nobody that think it was a teacher. I'm saying, if you just look at it as a whole, we all are still students of the game because we always learning something. See, I didn't know I was going to see you today. That's the first thing.
That's a fact.
That's true fact. And I damn sure didn't know you was going to be wearing Wu-Tang. I'm going to be wearing Wu-Tang. But somewhere the earth, they move just like that. See?
Nature makes no sudden leaps.
So once the earth start giving,
True indeed, brother.
give it to him. I ain't hear that.
I said nature makes no sudden leaps or boundaries. It's all in order.
See that?
Things line up.
I didn't know that. See?
Yeah.
So all I know is, once the earth start giving back, you got to give back. So I said, look, I said, well, you know what? He looking fresh like they got the Jesus piece on.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw that on.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, but that, you being here is a blessing, brother.
Definitely, definitely.
Now,
Mhm.
I see your intellectual, your reading, always just stimulates the mind.
Yeah.
Now, the design of your clothes, what was your geared on the sneakers,
Yeah, I do the sneakers and I do clothing, but the clothing is products, household products, as far as you get like bed covers, you can get throw pillows, you can get scarves,
see,
you can get,
yes.
yeah, you can get clocks, you
Oh.
can get paintings, you can hang on your wall.
yeah.
It's a little mix of everything, you know what I mean?
Listen, this is what I'm doing for everybody, because I told you we action. I'm actually setting up for the new year where we have art gallery shows. And you'll be able to come in, set it up,
Yeah.
right? We're going to have barbers and everything. Shout out to Polo, the master barber. He's going to be on board with this. So you're going to be able to get all the funky haircuts, though. And guess what? The haircuts and all that is free. Don't worry about it. He's going to get paid through us. You know, you're going to be able to buy the art and support the artists that's in your neighborhood. So whether you're selling clothes, whatever you're selling, like he said, you're going to have that outlet to express yourself. It's going to be for DJs. It's going to be for break dancers, not rappers. We sorry about that. Y'all, you can come, but we ain't going to, because it's a different groove we looking for. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes it conflicts with the art that we trying to give us, the message. So we just going to keep it with the DJs, and we're going to have an old school vibe going on, you know, jazz bands, you know, all that kind of spoken word, you know, all the beautiful stuff.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So we're going to show them how we can upscale, have fun, but we still going to get the job done.
That's dope.
And you don't got to bring a gun.
That's the best part.
Right. So now, I'm going to let my producer ask you a couple questions, because I know he want to get his feet wet and talk, because he like to talk too.
Yeah. So the designs, like what you would say, like what influenced your designs? Like, what are your largest influences?
The neighborhoods. The neighborhoods, I remember stores, I remember the people, but the pride and the love for the people. That's what really inspired me. Because I do my own independent thing for myself, but I kept thinking, yo, at the end of the day, don't forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for these neighborhoods. Because I lived in Bristol, I lived in Millville, I lived in Vineland. I currently still live in Vineland. So I looked at it as, what have I given back? Because I've received so much.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to give back to the people? If all this stopped today, God forbid, can the people remember me for more than just myself?
Yeah.
So when I went into the designs, I was thinking of everybody I could remember, even people I don't know, people I may walk by every day, and I said, yo, one of them may see this one day, or the kids, because the kids, to me, really is the biggest inspiration.
You right.
You know what I mean? The future of you know, what they gonna see. So what made me do it was I said, I want to give them something they can say, wow, I've never seen this before, but I feel it because it makes me feel proud. Instead of looking outside it, nothing wrong with going to New York, nothing wrong with going to Philly and going down south. But what about home? You know, what about being proud? Because the first thing of elevating yourself is self-pride.
You're right.
True indeed.
True.
So that's what kicked it off, you know. It made me just be like, yo, you've done everything for yourself, but you haven't done anything for anybody else.
Wow, that's deep. If y'all want to call in and ask him a question, if you want to see how you can get started, or if you sitting in a place where you stagnated, because you at that low level, you can't learn how to elevate, call in 856-457-5729.
All right. You mentioned community, and I know that would you consider yourself part of the conscious community, or you follow the conscious community and what's going on?
I see myself as just a vibe.
Okay, wow.
You know, I'm a part of it because I'm educated, but at the same time, you know, I have my own discrepancies with people's ways and actions.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna. I can support you and be with what you do, but when it comes to righteousness, that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold them action, because if you stand on what you preach, or that's what you say, it'll show.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. You know what I mean? Long as it's for the, like, Elevation Radio.
Right.
Long as it's for the elevation, not all the foolery.
Right.
Where do you think the disconnect has came from? You know, the community, the conscious community, or let's say even the older generation. Like when we came up, we had positive influence. We had certain brothers inside the community as examples. And this day, you did mention gangs and things of that nature. Do you think gangs and the street culture has replaced the African consciousness that was prevalent in the 80s and the 90s, and the early, 80s, 90s? Like, I remember coming up, it was cool to be Afrocentric. You understand, like the medallions with the Africa on it, fight for power, listening to positive music, self-destruction, the whole boogie out production.
Yeah.
It's like hip hop music was positive, and it would
Brand
educate you, man. Like a lot of the terms and the language that I learned, the educated language that I learned from MCs.
Yeah.
Who championed themselves with having a good handle of diction and of literature, of history.
That substance was in
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So they would mention things like, they would mention ancient Egyptians. They would mention Malcolm X inside songs, and I would go and research. So it was always to lead us back to that. Do you think, as a result of that, the music that the youth are receiving and the culture that the youth are receiving, or the lack of that, is what's causing the disconnect?
I think, and I'm saying it plainly, society is the cause of that. We live in a society. We don't run it. So we can point fingers, but check this out. Nobody ever points to the people who own these record companies.
Thank you.
Because the artist is only entertainers. They have a job. So if the company's saying, even though Talib Kweli is fire, even though Black Thought is fire, even though Cyrock
Give it to him.
is fire,
J Electronica. J. Cole.
we ain't making, it's a business. We ain't making no money. So if we as listeners said we ain't buying it,
Right.
and they're gonna have to get back and go back and recoup and do what they gotta do. But if we pulled our money into what we think matters, because we really run everything.
Right.
The companies need our money.
Right.
But it's not spending. Spending it the right
The
way.
economical buying power.
Yeah. The companies is the ones who push this. But people are afraid of them. You know why? Because who they run with.
Give it to him.
When you running with these big names and then they connected to government people.
Come on, give it to him now.
These companies get loans from the government. This ain't nothing different than Donald Trump.
Right.
That's why people hate Donald Trump. But if you really listen to what he's saying, think who gave him the money. How we let him get in office. He don't know nothing about it. It's the same thing like if we say artists, how we let this artist get a record deal when he can't rhyme. But who say he can't rhyme?
Right.
The labels make you think that because they have to make money. Long as our people is subject to these lower frequencies and they spending that money and they know they getting rich off us, they ain't going to put nothing else. Listen, if we all had elevated MCs and we was all conscious business-wise and lyrically, why would we need these companies?
Thank you. See, this is where I was, boy, you on point. This is what we talking about. See, we let other people come on and express their views because he's an intelligent man too. He hit it right on the button. Give it to him again.
When these companies that these artists is putting out, they sign contracts as workers. Now, the companies know they got to make money. When you sign a deal, that's a loan. It's not money just to spend. You got to make double that back.
Right.
So you trapped. That's
trapped.
why they say you selling your soul. You're trapped. But why do you need the companies? The companies ain't giving money back to your community.
Thank you. And you leaving your community.
You leaving, they isolating you and putting you in a zoo.
Thank you.
You don't know you the actor. You
Right.
don't know you the animal being whipped.
Right.
But why you think a lot of these artists, they seem like they losing their mind, but they're not. They're trying to call out for a little bit of help from their community.
Yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Not to keep on putting names out there, but
Yeah.
We got to put their
let's
name.
put his name out there.
That's
He
right.
gets paid off his name.
Yeah.
Kanye West. Is he trolling, or do you think that brother really is losing his mind? It's, like you said, he's trapped inside the Kardashian zoo at this point in time,
Yeah.
to where he is fed up with it and stressing them out.
Kanye is a genius.
Mhm.
He did music for the Blue Pack.
That's right.
He's a musical genius.
He
When
did
he
some
did-
Billy Siegel too, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
When he did Jesus, people thought he was insane, but they wasn't listening to the messages. The messages he was so intelligent. He was sending 2 messages at one time on one song. Blood on the Leaves.
Blood on the leaves.
You know.
I like that.
You know.
I thought
So,
you said blood on the leaves, but blood on the leaves. Okay.
you know, you got to think. You know, new slaves. He trying to give it to you, but see, when we want our heroes, if our hero make a mistake because we have them so high, instead of remembering they're just like us, we do what the Europeans do. We bring them down and crucify them.
Right.
Why are you crucifying a man who gave you so much of his time and his life?
Yeah.
You know, he took the responsibility to be an entertainer, but he also gave you something in return. You got a lot of great hits from Kanye West. He did a lot of things. But if you see him doing something differently, instead of bashing him, try to write him a letter. Yo, are you okay?
Right.
Conscious community, ain't that what that's for?
That's
Yo,
right.
let's go to Kanye and see if he okay. Let's go and see if, brother, do you need anything? You need a couple niggas from the hood to come through?
That's what he gonna
Hollywood,
need. Because you know why?
you know?
Once they get involved in the business, it's like when you're in a relationship with that girl at first, it's all good and roses. But once you get more in tune with this relationship, you find out, damn, I done fucked up. I done fucked up. Not only she don't flush the toilet, remember, when you in a relationship with her, you click on all the other shit that come with her.
That's right.
All this other shit you ain't do your investigation about.
That's
And
right.
this is what happened to Kanye. So once he got in there into the industry, he didn't do all his good investigation and know once you reach a level of success, this is where the fruity tube come in.
That's right.
This is when you're gonna see the real devils.
That's
This is
right.
when they're gonna take your creativity and twist it around on you like they did Michael Jackson.
That's
See,
right.
instead of like he said, because guess what? They laughed at Michael Jackson, probably Kanye West, you know. See, remember, why you laughing at these people? It could be you.
That's right.
So at any time, you can reverse the racism. Now guess what? You never thought they'd be calling you crazy, Kanye. Yesterday, this was calling you a genius.
That's right.
But it's a thin line between that, being a genius and being crazy.
That's right.
Just like some people might think I'm crazy. Oh man, he dang, that's crazy, make me laugh, this and that. But listen, at the end of the day, this is serious business right here. See? So don't take the way we delivering it while you miss the message. And this is by design. See? They give you Kanye West music, but they done tamper with it so much and calling him crazy. By the time you get the music, you already saying he crazy. You don't want to hear it no more.
And you never, like you said, you never did the investigation.
You never did the investigation.
You don't
And he didn't do his. He didn't know Kim Kardashian was set up and designed to be handlers for his ass.
That's right.
All he knew was he wanted her before he was on because this is what they put her up as, you know, the
It's
goddess.
trophy.
Yeah, it's trophy. There you go. Even what's the car said he wanted a trophy. See, I don't want a trophy. I want justice. See, for the community.
That's right.
You can give yourself your own damn trophy. So this is why I give you a hat, give you a cookie, I give you anything I can give you when you're doing something good. Because when you do something bad, what they gonna get you? You do something wrong, they get you a speeding ticket. They got everything for you covered. Play them loud music. 10. You gonna get this for being naughty.
They coming for you.
They coming. So why not give me something for being good? I ain't get a ticket all year. Found in New Jersey, where's my damn money?
Take some points off the insurance.
Yeah, do something. Reward the people.
That's how it works.
See, this is why people don't want to. They always say nice guys finish last. You a nice and a good guy. You ain't finished last. You just got some.
Yeah.
And you gonna get more than this. See, what we trying to do is get an artist reunion check for you.
That's dope.
Starting artists. Why not? They should have some fun for you. What you want to do? I mean, you got to fit the criteria, like we saying. You just can't come in flim-flamming,
Yeah.
but you got to do your research. So when you come in, oh, he did his research. He fits the criteria.
Corporate.
See how I'm trying to tell him?
Yeah.
Now you give the next guy that wants to follow down that path, these are his incentives. Because even in the game, they give them incentives. They ain't going to tell them the downfalls. They just going to tell them about the love. You're going to get a family. You're going to get the respect, the girls, the money, that. You know, they going to have to find out their own some fruity douche. You know, because they didn't do their research. So, you know, now instead of us coming to them in the form of we know everything, we just posing the questions to everybody. The powers that be, like you said. Did we ever write to Kanye West to find out about his well-being? Did we dig deep into Michael Jackson to find out that he was molested when he was a child? You see what I'm saying? And who breaks these chains of all of us being molested in all different type of ways?
Right.
Whether it's the government molesting us through sending you drugs and sending your kids to in and out of the jail system, you know, or your mother working for the state school and they playing with them saying they're going to cut it like Progresso just did the working class man. Now this is all sad things. So anything can bring you back to the reality that me and you have more in common than we think.
Yep.
See? Our dislikes make us alike.
That's right. That's why
See?
racism is retarded.
Yes.
People don't think that, but it really is, because if it was supposed to be one race on the planet, there would be nobody but you.
Come on now.
You know, if you okay, let's say it like this: if you the father of civilization, or mother of civilization, how can you ban your own child?
Why does everybody have to come first? I never understood that.
That was a great point. Can you repeat that, please?
If you're the father and mother of civilization, how can you ban your own child? How can you disown? Just because they disruptive, just because they don't listen, don't mean you ban them.
Right.
They just need special attention.
Right.
That's extra love.
Do your investigation.
Yeah.
To see why they... Because we ain't crying out to America for no reason.
That's right.
And like I said earlier, and I will continue to say, shame on you, America, for pointing the finger at the black community for whatever disruptive you saying, whether we are gangsters, gang banging, killing each other, or any of this negative vibe that we even telling them. And point and try to show criticism. Well, they're animals and this and that. They deserve no rehabilitation. They deserve just to go to jail. When I say right now to you, America, you got more blood on your hands than any other country.
That's right.
Because we never dropped no bomb
That's right.
on Hiroshima.
That's right.
See?
That's right.
We never dropped the bomb on the move people.
That's right.
Do y'all understand where the routine and where it's
Our
going?
own people.
Our own people.
That's right.
See? We never treat other Americans like y'all treat us. Far as killing us dead in the street.
Right.
Allowing a young Caucasian man to go into a church
Sure.
of worship.
That's right.
Historically black church.
Church, historic, as that. Kill up these people and don't call it what it is. Not even a hate crime. But me as a black man right now, if I talk about homosexuals too much, this could be a hate crime right there.
Well, people that call themselves Jews.
It is. Are you guys serious?
But see, you know what it is? That's called not taking responsibility. Like Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Come on
That's
now.
why they hate him.
Right.
You know, because y'all don't want to take responsibility for your own wickedness. But then you want to deflect it on us because it's easy. It feels good. You can rest at night when you say, well, that nigga's the reason why y'all disrupted.
Right.
But we learned from y'all.
Thank you.
Hip hop is slang from English. You know, our culture and dress is from y'all. We ain't know nothing about no bucket hat till y'all brought it around. We ain't know about no, I mean, we got great inventors, but they had to survive in your system. So if the system you created is failing, then it's got something to do with you because you created it. Whether it's in school, it's in the neighborhoods, it's in law. Come on, we don't own none of this stuff.
Come on now.
You
We
won't-
asking y'all.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
won't even give it to us.
Right.
But you want us to clean up your country. Y'all thought Obama was gonna clean the world up, huh?
Right.
But you failed to realize is he's just a scapegoat. I'm sorry to break your hearts, but that's just what it is.
Keep breaking them. Say they done broke out there, right? Break them
The
motherfucker.
reality, y'all been racist for all these years and you hated us. Now since the world is the hood, since America's the big hood, what better way to do it than to bring a nigga from the hood to run it?
Now this is where I was gonna get you. I'm glad you brought that point up. Now we gonna get some other people to come in and chime in because now we don't. Obama, he black. This one don't like this version of this one. They the conscious free thinkers and all. I don't follow all of that because I don't want to act like I'm patterning that for one of them. So I'm just going off of skills of ability where I just know the inside of me.
Right and wrong.
Right and wrong. Now, the hell, the technical shit. I'm trying to tell everybody leaving home. Who was the first man and who was Adam and who the. We can't get into that because that ain't gonna bring us closer to God. I told you our differences make us alike.
That's right.
So this is how we gotta get this T-shirt. Our differences make us alike. So you Christian and I'm not, we still alike.
That's right.
See, you sell drugs, I don't, we still alike. You work this, we still. You can't get away from it. We all alike. See, so this is the only way we're gonna win toward the end. So to get to the point I want to ask you is, Obama being a black president, we giving everybody a progress report. We graded for the system. Now we sit back looking at his progress report. What would he get?
I give him a B.
Okay,
Maybe a C.
a B or C. Now, while you saying that, we want to go down the line and you explain to us why he deserves that. Because remember, on the progress report, it got a lot. Did he work well with others? You think he worked well with others?
All the time.
Across country or home?
Either way, wherever he went, he did diplomacy for peace. You never see him on TV talking war to anybody across seas.
Okay.
He's shaking hands. To the public eye, which that's what we going off. That's what it is.
Okay.
I haven't seen any emails from Obama where he's talking.
What about Gaddafi?
Hold on, wait. Let him finish his, because we asked him what he feel.
Okay.
So we ain't gonna cut you off, brother. Because you still on topic.
Yeah, my apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah, because we can't hit him with this. We talking about Obama and how you think he's supposed to be graded. So did he work well with others? You think?
I think he did.
Okay, now what I'm gonna say to this: if he worked well with others, I think he fell short working well with to get across to the law enforcement because so many of us were shot on his watch. I didn't see him address this, but like you said, he worked well with other people.
That's what the topic is. Yeah.
Right, but he did work well with other people. I'm saying, but how you grade him working with the police department on stopping people being shot? Since you said he worked well with
As
others.
far as with the police department,
Right. Did he get a good grade with that?
I give him a D.
There you go. Okay, that's a D. So he did work well. I'm just trying to paint a picture because remember,
He did address it.
Right.
At some point. Now, him being involved, that's a difference.
there we go. So did he work well with the black community?
No.
Thank you very
Get
much.
an F on that.
So when we go back and grade, cause we ain't, we can't go with the, did he work well with the homosexuals? They're gonna say yeah. So they're gonna give him an A or that B you talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the point where, because I'm trying to stop giving people the accolades that don't deserve them. See? Now you did good on one for this side of the spectrum, but remember this is the whole big American pie.
That's right.
And we all want a piece. So when we gonna grade these people, just like they graded us, remember, when you go to get that job, they wanna know all your credentials and your qualifications, why you deserve this job and why you want the job, the references and everything. So when Obama go, some people gonna give him good references, but where it count, because remember, he's black. He ain't from another country. It's that same thing we trying to tell him. How you gonna clean up somebody else's house when our house is dirty?
That's right.
Shame on America. So, But we gonna keep it going on. Okay, so you think he worked well with others. How do you think he did as far as fixing the deficit in the economy?
Tried.
Okay,
I'll give him-
that's
I'll
fair.
give him a C.
That's fair. That's
He
that's.
tried.
I'll give you
He
that.
tried.
That's right, because he couldn't fix it even if he wanted to, because he walked in to a mess that. Hey, come on.
That Bush.
Right.
Created.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be fair with him on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. How you think he went on the schools?
F.
Thank you. Okay. Look at that.
No doubt.
Okay.
F.
What about the jobs? Unemployment rate.
That's tough.
Okay.
Because you can't fix that.
No, I'm just saying. Did he
I
create any
feel
new
the
jobs, or did the job that we have people lose jobs? I mean, you can't create it, but if you keep it level where it doesn't drop or it just stays, at the same thing.
I give him a D.
Okay,
Give him a D.
it's fair. That's fair assessment.
You know,
Healthcare.
I give him a B.
Yeah, I'm with him with the healthcare.
You know,
I mean,
it's a little high.
It's a little high,
but
but
he tried.
yeah, at least he tried.
You know, you gotta give him. I look at it like this. I don't even. My mind different. I don't see these presidents as somebody who run our country.
They don't.
I see them
Right.
as tools.
Yeah.
I see them as being pulled by strings. So
Right.
I knew from the door. This is why I didn't vote. I didn't vote for Obama.
Okay.
But it's a reason. I know when he get in office, you got the electoral Congress.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't letting that man do nothing. He don't own nothing. He's just the face.
Right.
I'm not making a pass on him because he should have did more.
Right.
I just see. I know behind the scene the hands that hold things. And the way I look at it is, you ain't never gonna get nobody black that's gonna give us everything like that because he was assassinated.
That's right.
That's just the reality.
That's reality.
He ain't gonna fix the community
Mm-hmm.
because they ain't gonna allow him. And if you do, then he's gonna get killed.
But I understand that. But if we all come, see, we keep putting one man to stand there. See, it can't be no one man army.
No, it can't.
See, Obama, you gotta come through them with authority backing you up. If you coming out of a place of authority.
That's right.
See, because this is what the president is supposed to stand for, authority. But you have nothing but less than authority. So the strength is in numbers.
That's right.
See, so okay, they might do shoot Obama, or shoot King, shoot Malcolm X. But see, once they shoot them, it's like they shot the whole movement.
That's right.
See, if they shoot him and 10 more pop up, see how it go? So, you can't be afraid of the inevitable anyway.
You're already there.
We already there. We already are dead people.
That's right.
See? So, how can you kill somebody that's already killed? This is another question we're trying to ask y'all. How much more poverty-stricken or low-level income by your own, you think I'm just making this up, telling you a low vibration, they giving you this name. Low-level income. Yeah.
That's a fact.
This is a fact what they call it. Welfare.
That's a fact.
Nothing to help your well-being. It's not well-being fair. See, if it was a well-being fair, remember, it's almost close to world being fair. See, but welfare means actually they're not here for your well-being.
Yeah.
See?
And I know that for a fact.
Come on now.
I know that for a
And
fact.
that's true.
No disrespect to Makachi Meats or any place that sells groceries, but do you think they're going to have our well-being in mind when they shit getting tight with the food?
No.
The quality of the food. They got bad food. They don't send it to the hood. See what I'm trying to tell? We got to get our own butcher.
That's like them Arab stores,
Right.
man. Like if you go to one of them little, I don't call them bodegas, but little pantry.
Right.
They got stale food in there.
Come on, man.
Because
Because they're giving it to black people on your EBT card.
Yeah.
See? They're always going to give you something in replace of reality.
And they go right, and the funny thing about it is they go right to Walmart.
Come on,
I
man.
see these fools right at Walmart getting product to sell at their bodegas.
Yeah. They doing it. What you could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Taking advantage of us.
But
See?
that's because, back to what you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
we need that old school love from our neighborhoods and from our people to introduce, you see what's going on. Let's just unify, get our things together. Because if you don't buy from their stores, they got to move out.
That's right. But we got to substitute because really it's, remember how Rome, they won a lot of wars because they starved them to stop their supply of food coming in.
Yeah.
See, so this is why they want to own the food supply,
That's
the
right.
transportation.
That's
See,
right.
right now, they own everything moving. The airplanes, the buses, New Jersey Transit, the subways, anywhere to make you move. The cars, we don't even make cars or nothing.
That's right.
See, we don't know if they got these new cars, got devices, the kill switches, the whatever, the phone. See, we have no clue because all we are is customers and consumers.
That's
We
right.
do nothing what they call productive. We're not giving nothing back to the universe. So how can the universe give something back to us? So this is what we gotta. This is why I'm always give better give than receive, because the universe gotta give it back to you. You see what I'm saying? So all the negative energy, as long as we keep putting the positive, it's gotta stay positive.
That's right.
So, but we gotta know what we want. We can't come in just want to talk. No, we want soul diggers. You know, and Mayor, I think there should be a fund in there for the minorities because how can you cripple a whole community? And what do you mean cripple? Yeah, because we solely dependent upon you guys. Now we want an agriculture program. See, where we start growing our own food, or butchers come in. See what I'm saying? So now we feeling that pride in ourselves. Cause guess what? Yo, Tom, I ain't get that money today. I'll get that meat. Go ahead, you get that meat. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yo, like you doing shoes. We need people to actually make shoes.
That's right.
See, we need the people to make these clothes.
That's right.
That's why I support the Wu-Tang, all the underground people. I like my polos and them, but guess what? I came to the realization they don't like me.
That's right.
See, I can like a person all they want. See, but do I love myself enough to come to the realization none of these people, none of these fashion designers, when they're making these clothes, have me or my community in mind. What they have is my dollars in mind.
That's right.
Someone came to them and said, listen, the demographics say that the African American culture is buying up your shit. He may say, man, I don't even want black people wearing my clothes.
That's right.
Well, I mean, we don't care if you like money, right? Okay, well, these are the people, because the white people that you try to target, they're making their own damn shirts and stuff. They're going to buy J.C. Penney. They're not going to give you $100 for this shirt.
That's right.
See? And the white people that is walking in there doing this stuff, they already, what they call them, Ivy League. This is who he made it for anyway. So you don't know what we just think we got a Macy card. We go in, the white people that come, they got a Macy card too. You don't know, they might be getting 50% off that damn shit.
That's right.
You don't know.
That's why
See,
I
it's
feel
cool.
we should hold them accountable.
Right.
When we spend money with these companies, what have they given back? Have they made a community center?
Never.
Have they started up schools for trades where you teach kids how to butcher? Why do you got I mean, it's a lot of things that you just need the books, you need the teachers, you need the people and the resources. Like you said, a lot of these schools is being, targeted and shut down. And it's mainly in the African American communities. But why? Because we buying all the Jordans.
Yeah.
Have we looked into, as a community, into online schools? Like with technology?
They do it.
Yeah, with technology, I'm talking about on that level.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a good idea, man.
They do
Just whether it's like an online,
They have them.
I think that might be more feasible
Mhm.
than going to get in a brick and mortar school, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
can, because like you said, with the technology, that's what you want to get into now because that's the new wave.
Right.
That's the new currency, technology. The whole energy is currency. So, maybe we can get somebody who want to do a school that they have, teachers who've taught or curriculums and start it online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you think about it, it would be good because you can watch somebody right in your home off your television teach you.
Yeah, there's actually this, and I forgot to mention this last time, or I may have mentioned it. There's a couple online schools, free schools that they get professors from different schools. They like Coursera.com.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to put out there. Berkeley.com has a program. So
Yeah,
that's,
Berkeley is a big
yeah,
one.
Mhm.
But I was just wondering if that would be feasible for us as a people to start online, schooling.
I think it's a good shot
Mm-hmm.
because you ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen.
Can't
No
hurt.
matter what, you gotta play the game. There's no way around it. Unless you take over everything, you have to participate. I've had people tell me, well, I won't buy your products because you work with somebody that's Italian. But then I'll say, but you pay rent to somebody who's Jewish.
Yeah.
This is the world we live in.
Right.
If I could go to somebody, African American, who did the stitching,
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that. can't.
Right, we can't find you, so you
I
can't.
don't know where they
Yeah,
at.
we gotta get the people that's like we said. It's not about the color anyway.
Yeah.
But we can't go to another, the Caucasian or the Hispanics and all this if we not right. It's the same concept.
That's right.
You know, because they're gonna want to do business with you because they're gonna think you fluky dope.
That's right.
Because remember, you're not coming to them with a place of authority. You're coming to them with a place of handouts. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be on the same playing field. So if they got the bodegas, we got soul diggers. It's the same thing. And the Indians can have what they want to have. If they got gas stations, we want gas stations. Because no one should be able to monopolize, because this is why they deregulated cable and all this other stuff.
Right.
The phones in this, because they didn't want and the internet and all this, because they didn't want Bill Gates to have a monopoly with the windows. But guess what? Y'all got a monopoly with the banks.
That's right.
See? So why we just asking why now? We don't want to propose and come to you guys as we know all the facts and we know this. We gonna deal with the truth, but the truth sometimes don't coincide with the facts. See what I'm saying? Because the truth is we don't have the same opportunities. But the facts are going to say that we lacking in education, we're lacking in ingenuity, we what they call lazies and reason. But we saying, yeah, because the energy is being drained out of us. So of course we're going to be procrastinators. Of course we're going to be what they call lazy when this is all we seeing where, well, you know, well, all right, one person out of a million actually got the job. You know, this guy, they put in an application for 6 months.
That's right.
See? But instead of showing him like, well, guess what? You can start your own business. For real, how do you do that? First of all, you come to this class where you get paid when you're unemployed to learn how to employ yourself and be your own business. Like you said, start with pillowcases. You can make pillowcases. You can make a pillow.
Like you said, you go right to Walmart and get the stuff and make it yourself.
Come on now.
The resources is there.
Open up a little candy store.
Yeah.
See? You your little soul bodega right in your crib. You might gotta keep it on the hush hush for a minute till you get the, you know, because you know you can't really finance and everything to get. But this is what you, at least this is legal. They can't keep you doing because you're selling candy.
That's right.
It's the other candy
That's right.
that you're gonna get you with. See, switch up your product, but keep the same logic. See? All you girls out there talking about y'all make fried chicken the best and cooking the best, but we can't tell.
Where is it?
Where is it at?
Where's this? Where's the flyers? Where's the
Right.
what's up?
And don't just do it for because you rent due and all. Be consistent with it.
Yeah, have the resource for us.
Right. Consistency is what's gonna make it go. Well, I need my rent dues. I'm gonna have a chicken dinner. I'm gonna have people not. Come on, man. They know this now. You know, consistent. We know where to get that at. Go ahead.
We want to buy it. It just ain't there. And we go to the restaurants because they're there. But really, we want home meals.
We want it.
Everybody, the kids love it. You know, we want that, but you got to bring it.
Right.
You ain't got to get rich off of it. It's just enough for our well-being. You know, we all need it. You need the money. We need the food. We all need the love.
That's right.
Let's bring it together.
Let's bring it together. So once again, Elevation Radio. We gonna be having fish fries. The chicken dinner. See, we the first soul bodegas for you. Soul bodegas gonna jump off. Because I told you. So don't be mad when we doing it. Now you hating. Man, here we go. We giving y'all several time opportunity, all your good cooking and fried chicken and everything else to come on board.
That's right.
But y'all want to sit back and think we supposed to contact y'all, all y'all leaders. Come on, man. Elevation Radio is the wave.
That's right.
Why is we contacting y'all if it's a benefit for the community when you supposed to put all your egos aside and just get on board? Because guess what? Y'all been in existence already, and nothing has been done. We just been up and running not even a couple of months. Look at the progress we got going on. See? So y'all got to make way for the new and improved. Just like 2017. We got new 2017 and beyond series of black man.
That's right.
See? We not that old Chevy of black man that y'all trying to shine up and bring out anytime y'all want to look good now, you know. Just like your girl, she wants you to look, get your hair cut in. You know when she want to pull you out and show you off.
Yeah.
You know. But other than that, she, you know, go on and do what you do because whatever you doing might not be exciting. You might do just work at McDonald's. But that's where you start. That ain't where you got to end up at.
That's right.
You started at McDonald's, now you own 10 of them. See? Or you open up your own, what they call lemon pepper wings.
That's right.
Like Rick Ross did. Shout out to him. Because guess what? I got them switching up. You heard their new song? They want to buy back the block.
Buy back the block.
They want to open up a Macy's. They want to buy Macy's. That's right. Macy's, you so popular, we want to buy it.
That's
What?
Don't
Yeah.
be scared now.
Don't be scared. Yeah.
You know,
We buying out Macy's.
we
They
want
say whenever you want to start like buying stock, you're supposed to look at the things that you consume. Look at what you got inside your house.
Exactly.
So that's the same thing, you know, as far as real estate and franchises. You want to see what's, you know, what do your people consume. So that's what be something that you would want to invest into.
That's right. And a lot of people don't know.
It's a good concept.
That's a good point.
Get online. What he's saying, they're startup companies.
Yes.
Look for them startup companies.
You know what one
Invest
is?
your money.
What's the name of your line? We got so caught up.
One of them is the Bridge.
The bridge. Okay, thank you. Shout out to the bridge.
One is Illville for Millville.
Okay, Illville.
And one is the Land for Violence.
Okay,
So
there you go.
You gotta pick between the three. I go off fly life. That's just what I do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was raised. You want to look good.
Right.
Don't
Me
mean
too.
you ain't gotta be arrogant, but you want to look clean.
Right.
You know. And
Presentable.
I wanted to get that back to the people.
And you doing it on such a high level. Now, I'm gonna bring my cousin in, Kobe Cole, and he gonna chime in on us. Cause what we gonna really get into is, like I said, cause we the solution room. It's a lot of other black leaders and people that with the consciousness and all this, but somehow we can't never get it together. Just like around here in our community, we can't get all the people that we need to get, whether it's the pastors, the this and that together. So we gonna chime in on that and see why, and see some solutions, and hopefully they listening, really listening. Don't know they listening, but listening with their minds and open up their hearts. Hey, cuz, come on in, brother. Cause we about to open up the UN now. Just going down. Oh yeah. Well, pump some beer out there.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, everybody, this is my cousin,
Peace, everybody.
General, Black.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, yeah, you go ahead and close this. Cause we've been vibing all around
Yeah.
today, getting on some good topics and points.
Right.
But now what we want to do is get back down to the nitty gritty aspect. You all right?
Yeah.
Get that mic right for y'all.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, get back down to the nitty gritty, and then see why all the leaders, that's whether it's Mayor Kelly, you know, I don't want to keep using more, but Morgan,
Yeah.
Duncan, you know, this one and that one, Jenny Webb and all these people, well, we can't get them to sit down with us and listen to our proposal that everybody has to be on their own separate page. When together we can do it as one. We leave our differences aside, like I said, to come to one common goal. So no matter what you think about me, whether you know, because everybody, like you appreciate, I don't really give a, that don't matter, or you this, or what, you know, that we don't now want to come to a level where we have to explain. We all on authority of our own one accord.
Yeah. And so how come it's been?
Yeah, how yeah, first how, and give them a little bit, you think why this is even going on too.
Well, the why I think is just the disconnect with the fact that none of us are bigger than the cause.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So, when we was building the other day, like, you know, first of all, me and the guy shot the other night, we was building, for a man to progress, he first got to kill his ego. You know what I'm saying? So, the ego got to get checked, because regardless, you know what I mean, I don't care how funky fresh you is, how fly you is, how much you think you know, the position you are in life, society, the workplace, or whatever, if your people as a whole aren't doing good, you are not doing good.
Thank you.
You are just a flash in the frying pan that's really causing the aggression for your people. So they usually they put you in place so they can create the wolves.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
So you got to realize that first and foremost. So you know you really gotta you know, and just as I'm saying, when we was talking about like who are the infiltrators,
Right.
sometimes the infiltrators are the infiltrators and don't even know it.
Right.
That's right.
You right.
You know what I mean? Without even knowing it, they didn't use you to infiltrate you. But then, when they do, they back.
Yeah. Skippity tippity hop.
Down the
Yeah.
hallway.
He's
and
on
say,
down the
you know what
road.
I mean, sitting in the meetings and hey, how's everything going? What's going on with y'all? Man, it was just crazy. Oh, you know what? I seen something going on in the neighborhood. What happened? Oh man, yeah, it was crazy. Now you know what I mean? You giving them the full live story of what's going on, and then they take that and they, oh really? And what else is going on in there? And then you know what I mean? You think, but so they just like they in class taking notes, and then they take that, and then they go discuss that amongst themselves. You know what I mean? They're like, we got this working.
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing in the conscious community by airing that, by airing their information, or what's their disputes out?
I mean, just
Like that. That's open for all type of idiots
yeah, but
seeing what's going on.
even that from the time when you know what I mean a slave wasn't allowed to write or read. So when it came time for them to give you a book, they wasn't gonna give it to you 100. You know what I mean? The real deal, what was in there. So it's the same thing right now. Whatever is put out right now, it ain't what it really is. They just giving you what they think. Okay, well this is enough for you to know.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because then everything else that's going on over here is still they don't want that they want privy to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. So I mean, listen. It say, you know what I mean, the premise of most religions is do it unto others as you want done to yourself. Like, if you want peace, be peaceful, et cetera, et cetera. So, what they're doing to, you know what I mean, we have to do. Because in order to survive in the jungle with the animals, you know what I mean, you have to become somewhat animalistic. Not in no way, you know what I mean, shedding, you know what I mean, our consciousness and things like that. But you got to know when you in a fight,
Yeah.
you got to fight.
Right. Well, now, that's what we trying to tell them.
You know?
The animals right now, they so caught up in the jungle where they at, they don't even know they're in a fight. And they know they're fighting, but they're fighting amongst ourselves. See, we're in a different type of fight. We're in a chemical warfare fight. We're in a germ warfare fight. We're in a food warfare fight. We're in a mental warfare fight. We're in a structural. We're in a household fight. See, they fighting us on all different tactics, and we don't even can see it because we are fighting with ourselves.
Yeah.
But we are under attack. And we also attacking ourselves. Just like your body with the immune system, this is why the AIDS gonna get you. Because it's just a keep attacking its goddamn self. And this is what we're doing.
They're in the dark.
Thank you.
If you're in the room and coming out, I know I've been in a real life experience like that. I know you have too, where it was dark and all people was just fighting.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
if you in the dark and the lights is out because they are in the darkness.
Yeah.
All they know is they getting hit with blows.
Right.
And so they don't know where to come from, so they just swinging at whoever's
Right.
next to them.
That's right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, man, you know what I mean? Everything that's going on, I correlate it to real life experiences that I've been through, and then take those experiences and then pull the wisdom out of that, you know what I mean, to help me get through, because that's what you're supposed to do. Always take the best part of anything and use it. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same. We survived these things already. I mean, with nothing.
Yep.
So we can survive that too. But the tool that we need to fight that war is the brother right next to you.
That's right. Come on, man. Woo!
See that is why they have us fighting each other. Because the thing that we need to win is each other.
That's
right.
it.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Because you can't stop a black shield.
You can't.
Can't nothing penetrate it.
That's right.
That's right.
That black force field.
The energy force that's coming down that hill, you can't stop it. No matter how high you build the wall, no matter how thick you think you're reinforcing it, you can't stop that energy right there. Because that's that galactic energy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's that solar sun ray, you know what I mean, like all up in your energy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That no matter how much that they try to turn everything against you, but as soon as we start moving the way we move, they surely start cutting their eye like, And you said they hate him, why?
Yeah. Talk on him, what?
Yeah.
Look at
You know, so you mean like this is like the movie Mandingo. the slave master was sneaking out back on his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to get back at him,
She was sneaking
she
back on her.
said,
Right.
she started fucking Mandingo.
Good for the goose, good for the gander.
And
Yeah.
then, shit, she started getting hooked on that shit. Like,
Oh yeah, because he wanted to do like he had to remember they about to do the mashed potato back then. Then she wanted to do the twist.
You know? So
Galactic.
and that's another thing too. We all understand the universe. We talk about vibrations, and we know what you put out has to come back, because that's just the laws of the universe.
This is it.
See, and also one thing that we have to stay conscious of, we have to stay in the embracement of, is the fact that no matter what,
Give it to him, cuz.
everything they did is coming back to them.
Oh, but of course.
Everything. See, you know what I mean? And see, and that's
In the super size.
But see, and that's the food you do. How they say, you got to have, what that faith is. But see, but you can't have that blind faith. See, that faith is knowing that
Right.
everything is coming back.
Yeah.
Because the universe, that's just how it works. It's just going to give you what you put out. Negative energy, positive, whatever. That's what it's going to give you. So, we have to embrace that and know that, and let that be like almost that recharge, that alternator to our battery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shooting that energy back to us. And see, we know that we are a universal people. So the universe technically was in our favor in the beginning.
That's
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
That's right.
you know what I mean? So as we move, let's just move. I always use the story about Shaka Zulu, and when the Europeans went over there, they was trying to get him, and they had guns and everything, and they couldn't defeat him and his soldiers, and they couldn't understand why. But the reason, it wasn't for them to understand why, but they did. They found out because you can't beat them when they together.
That's right.
You can't beat them when they together.
It's like Voltron when they fight.
You can't stop them.
Can't stop.
I mean, because you could take one of us, put it in a room with like 4, 5 of them, and they can't beat one of them.
That's right.
So imagine it together.
Yeah.
Imagine it was 5 Malcolms or 5 Martins.
That's right.
Or even 2.
Now that's just like I said, because remember, all this stuff we doing is more or less like uplifting, motivational speaking for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We want the reaction, 'cause end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
we saying we giving you to why they this and that, but
Yeah.
what can we also now? Because we just don't want to be talking to the people, because people
Just
remember these younger cats.
Yeah.
This is why they losing, because they don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear the OG
Yeah.
talking about you. Did 15 years. Don't do this, because guess what? We grew up without a dad. They grew up without anybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
They ain't had no mama. They ain't had no daddy.
Yeah.
They ain't had no assistants. They ain't had no government cheese. They ain't had no King Academies. So they just really got hanged out to dry.
Yes.
They just left us hanging, but they leave these guys hanging out to dry.
That's right.
So now, like I said, everything sounds so beautiful, and some people be content just to come in tomorrow. We actually do need. Here we go. Let's go. I hope it's what we want it to be. They ain't Santa Claus out there. You on the air now, caller.
God bless. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, baby. But go ahead, you want to call? You on the air, cuz?
All right, I'm just chiming in. I'm having a little broadcast interruption. I don't know, every time I've been trying to chime in with y'all when I get a chance, it seems like it's interrupted. So I have to end up coming on listen to y'all afterwards, But I'm just trying to chime in and say congratulations. I hear what you're saying, Cole. You right on it.
Appreciate it.
That's right, cuz. Now, what's your take on it from a Queen's point of view? Like I said, cuz we just, like we said, the motivational part of it, we doing all this is beautiful. But now, we need those people to come in that's going to be able to get to the next level than what we need. See, we got to start here locally before everything starts going all the way down. We at least got to be able to get the Christian in them. This is what I'm trying to tell these people. Like, we got to start holding these people accountable. Like, I never even met the governor of New Jersey. Now, he may say, well, you never been in a position where I'll be at. But guess what? I thought you was for the community. So I'm always in a position. Once again, we got to reach out to the people that we put in office to see them and all this stuff. You know.
Well, Christie told the city of Ireland that he wasn't coming down here. They asked him twice. He told them he wasn't coming because nobody down here voted for him.
Now guess what? Now the city of Ireland, y'all supposed to ride with that that type of.
That's tricky knowledge.
And that's a form of extortion.
Mm-hmm.
See, they doing legalized extortion on you.
Yeah.
Whether it's through the child support, that's legalized extortion.
And using your money to do it.
Yeah. If it's when you get arrested right here, when it's not arrested, you get a ticket, anything municipal court, legalized extortion. These are all city ordinance, codes and municipal passes that these people sat back and made for you when you could have been there saying, nah, that loud music, we don't, but you're not there for the meeting. So when it passed, loud music, now they can get a ticket. You don't even know about it. See, because they're going to have the old people who don't want to hear loud music in there, and not the young people to say, nah, we make up the majority because we the ones playing the loud music. So, as long as it ain't past a certain decibel or the tent, this is all to make money for the city. This is how they keep the road department fat and all this, so they don't have to touch the real money and the funding that's coming in. So, I keep saying, it's good for us to come in and go chime in and talk, but we got to get out and got reaction. When Cole went out and did what he did with the theater, that's the biggest thing we can do. Even like right now, Cole,
Congratulations, that's a big move.
Right. Yeah. So, cuz, like we saying, what do you propose that we can do, for the reaction for like the Jenny Wells or the pastors and all. And guess what? I'm just saying for me,
right.
I don't think we should have to sugarcoat things when I just told them America got more blood on their hands than anybody. So how could if me up here cussing, offending you, well, guess what? What is a black person getting shot on live TV doing? See what I'm saying? So if I'm talking to like the Jenny Wells or the preachers and all of this. If me up here the way I'm delivering the truth, because it's still undertone is the truth. So if this is a problem, why don't you have a more problem with the murder or the injustice that's going to your own community? This is what we saying. So why do we have to tell ourselves when no one's telling what they're doing to us?
Okay, absolutely. See, the way God allowed y'all to do it is to meet several people where they're at. Because if you speak to them in a pastor's tone of voice, they're not going to hear you. Or, like you said, some of the pastors are doing some things the world is doing, so they don't even want to hear them.
Right.
So when you hear somebody like you and Cole and Brian, people that you have on their show, you're making a clear picture. You bring it to the light of what's really going on. It's all a part of the plan to keep us in the darkness. They don't want to hear us. They don't want us to come together,
Right.
So you got to keep on reaching out to them. So I say like this, it ain't what you say, it's the way you say it. That's right. Like today I was letting some young people hear it, and I'm like, some people, they so toxic that they'll listen to a little bit of it, but when you start touching on it, they start talking all that, they don't want to hear it,
Right.
Then one critic said, well, I love the cup. Oh my God, I love it. But if he would just tone it down just a little bit, because, maybe he can control people, because what he's saying is true, you know what I'm saying? And then, y'all that's listening to the sound of my voice, I'm going to use a few choice cuss words like Apostle Peter. You can call me Miss Peter right now. Like the word bitch. They said,
Right.
why would you say bitch and then tell us not to say bitch? I said, well, it's not the way you say it. That's not what he said, it's the way you say it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't directly calling her, he was calling her what it is.
Right.
See,
And the content.
I'm going to use another word. The word motherfucker.
Right.
Or there. You should really stop using that, because you know where that word originated from? Anybody know?
Slavery.
When they made the son, have sex with his mom.
For real?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, see, that's because this is what we try. This is why we try to ruffle up the feathers. Just like I said. So you mean to tell me saying the word motherfucker trumps a black person being killed in the street?
And laying that.
You see what I'm saying? For the whole world to see. You mean to tell me the word motherfucker trumps? Come on in, cuz I see you already in here.
Well, they don't trump it, but we had
Now
to
you
look at the meaning with the behind. It was like they took, you mean to tell me they took my great grandmother and
Right.
made her son sleep with her?
That's right.
Well, of course they did, because remember, they could not cut you off, cuz, but they gave you Christmas.
If you made money, you know what I'm saying? Then you treat us like dirt. So I understand like that. Some
Yeah.
people think that way, cuz.
Yeah, but listen, this is what I want you to do, cuz.
I know where he coming from. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Not
Cuz,
just religious.
listen.
I know where he coming from.
I know, but
I don't want none of that. Like this say, Mr. Kenyon Bridges, he addressed the same thing that you're saying. Why are we getting upset about the fluky new gas we call it in the bottom of New Jersey instead of the people getting shot in the back?
Right.
An 8-year boy got killed in Tampa. Nobody's screaming about that.
Right.
Protesting about other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Or like I said, how can you sit, this is what you tell them. Once they start, well, I like him, but he do too much cussing. Your favorite song gonna have that cussing in it.
Right.
That you love. Your favorite TV show gonna give you more than that. You mean to tell me up here cussing gonna trump two men kissing on TV? See, they can't get me with nothing they saying. Because at the end of the day, they inviting that filth in their life. And they not telling NBC not to play that. See what I'm trying to tell them?
They'll sit there and listen to you because they understand that they done been there and done that. But you got these other people, like you said. You said yourself, they hating that cool, got the thing,
Right.
they making moves. They don't want support. So they gonna be naysayers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta keep talking to them and keep talking to them.
That's
until
it.
they get it.
That's it. And guess what? This is what we trying to tell y'all. We not gonna keep talking to you. See? This is the whole thing. We do it with reaction. This is show and tell. We ain't sitting here waiting for y'all to join in and all this. Now guess what? You don't want to listen, you going to be part of that dumb, deaf, and blind that's still going to be led, that's still going to need welfare, that's still going to be a bitch, that's still going to be doing the same stupid shit in and out of jail and then till they kill your ass. See? Then we going to be the other people over here living happily and laughter. Ever after. See? We not here to get your ass on board. Because this is common sense shit anyway. Like I said, of course I'm going to use my curse words. What you talking about? You go see Kevin Hart and he sit up there and cuss all day. And you laugh, for your entertainment. See? I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm here to tell you the truth. And guess what else I'm here to do? To give you some opportunities. Because who cares about you telling the truth? Okay, we told the truth. They did this and that. But at the end of the day, what's this going to change? See? This is what we need.
You say you tell the truth ain't gonna change nothing?
No, the telling the truth is going to change something.
Oh.
And telling the truth always change something. Whether it enlightens you, the truth going to set you free. But I'm just saying, man.
Follow me?
Yeah.
Everybody says, oh, your lady cousin, you know what I'm saying? And then you had, they say, oh, yeah, is that the Bible? I said, yes, because you can go to the Bible and point out what, you know, what he's saying.
We
Yeah.
can show you what Jesus cursed the fig tree.
Hey, cuz, if you saw, tell them people, they saw yesterday.
I'm agreeing. The whole thing, that's an abomination. It's more than a sin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have a reputation for all that stuff. Then you was talking about the entertainers, boom, boom, boom. You was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I'm not against you, but these people, okay, it's like the Christians say, okay, is he a Christian? Is he an ambassador?
Exactly.
That's
It don't matter.
illegal.
And but listen, cuz, if they listening, see, they listening, but they not listening. I am for the truth. So I just told everybody, if you a Christian, if you sell drugs, we don't care what you're doing. We gotta be on one harmony. We can't sit here and nitpick when I just told you. Y'all not holding America, who runs everything, to the high standards. But you want to talk about me cussing on the radio, man? Come on, man. That shouldn't even be an issue. The issue is here, that we're being shot, mistreated, underpaid, under everything, appreciated. They don't consider you as a human. And you can sit back with that? But now you want to tell me, oh, he's good, but he's using the word motherfucker.
No. You say that whatever the cuss word?
Yeah.
You got Christian people listen to you, and church people, they gonna listen to you to a certain extent because the Bible says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth.
But guess what? But they misinterpreted in the Bible. First of all, when we talking about curses, we ain't talking about no curse words. When you talking about don't be cursing in the Bible, that's talking about putting a physical curse on you. Y'all already been cursed. So when you go sit in that church and listen to that preacher sit up there and mock the Lord and you give them money, you have already been cursed with a damn curse. Me sitting up here with the Bible, I just sat there while I was talking to the Bible. My mom felt me on the thing. I was telling them, if anybody need help, if anybody call up here, and my mom called me with my hand on the Bible, with me using curse words. Now, so you can tell them that. Yes, I did it, and I'll do it again, because I'm authorized to do it. They can't do it because they don't believe.
That's called Darlene and Lord.
Yeah. That's right. So you already know. Listen, when Jesus came out and turned over them tabernacles and told them that they made his house, father's house into a den of thieves, nobody liked him because he wasn't going on with the program. So of course they want me to sweeten it up a little bit for the Christians. Why? The reverend ain't sweetening it up because you like when they sweeten it up and get your money. See, I can't come up here and give it to you in a nice sort of way that you can digest it, but guess what? It's still not nothing invested in it. Cause, listen, we... That's right. Okay. There you go. Yeah, we not listening. Like I said, cuz. That's right. Okay, now, cuz, give me something that you think gonna help us get to the solution. Cause like I said, no matter what you is, we gotta leave all that home right now. Cause as a whole, we all, whether you're a Christian, whatever you call yourself, evangelist, we all losing as a whole. See? So now we gotta come together as a whole and go to the next level where we can sit down and get stuff done instead of just talking. Cause we can't. This ain't just a talk show; it's a reaction show. See, and I got the people reacting now. Right.
Somebody always brings something to my attention. Like, who want to come back and talk to the gangsters, the bloods and the suits.
Well, what do you think about that, CC?
That's a movement. Y'all come together and do stuff like that. Each one teach one at a time.
Right.
Y'all all come together and do what it takes, to reach the people and tell them what time it is.
That's right.
Because a lot of people are still sleeping. If you won't, go ahead and wake them up.
That's right.
If you need this, if you can't get such and such and such and such, don't worry about this. If you can get 10, y'all come together. Schedule a meeting. Make the meeting happen. Tell them what you want to do. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cuz. Now you proposed that, but I'm saying, all right, 10 of us. This is what I'm saying. We got to do the meetings, but we got to have the right meetings, man. Mm-hmm. These meetings can't be set up to turn into beatings. See? Because we beating ourselves with these meetings. No disrespect. I told Cool, I'm going to reach out to him and everything. We want to be on board and involved. I want to know more about it because at the end of the day, I just don't want to sit down. I'm just talking with me. I don't want to just sit down with the brothers. We all talking and chiming in again and hanging out, talking. What is this thing on? Right. That's what we need. Right. There you go.
Don't take it down with Trump. Hey, you the big man in charge. Do that.
Yeah.
That's what God gave us internet. You know what I'm saying? Make that happen. Sometimes you gotta go over everybody's head. Because people want to keep you down. They say they're gonna be with you, but when it's time to make a move, where they at?
You right, cuz.
So you gotta go forward. You gotta go straight to the top. Make some noise on that.
That's right. Make some noise on we did, and this is what we trying to say. We trying to go straight to the top. We don't have no time to talk to people that are still in the same condition with me. If your lights is turned on, what the fuck I want to talk to your ass about? And your lights turned off, my lights turned off. About how our lights both turned off? No, we got to go to the people that can turn them on.
That's right.
And everybody, yeah, that's right. Because everybody can't come. See? I might not even be in that damn meeting. But it'll be the best person that represents the whole of the community. See, we all can be a part of the ideas and the input, but we don't need everybody in there like that. Real bad boys move in silence. You need one voice for different avenues. I might be the voice for the radio. Somebody else might be the voice for the streets. Somebody might be the voice to get the youth. Somebody gonna be the voice to get the teachers and the doctors. Somebody can go over here and talk to the lawyers and the congressmen and this and that. I'm not here to do everything. I'm here to play my part. See? And this is what everybody got to do. Start playing their part coming from the heart. Not playing their part just fucking for the spark and the start and all this and no finish. See? So we first of of all, we can't fool ourselves. We can't have a meeting with people that's in the same condition as us. We coming from a position of no authority. We can meet 20, 100 of us. Is we gonna be able to buy that damn building? Right. See, if we ain't meeting to put up our money to start buying shit, ain't no sense of us meeting and talking. I'm just saying, it's not. I mean, come on, talk is cheap.
Well, when you're on the right track.
Oh yeah, because you know why we on the right track, cuz? Yep.
They might not like it.
That's right.
Relatives, oh my God. If they got the money, they get that.
Yeah. Hey, Cooper, if you listen to 856-457-5729, can you please call and tell us more about what you want to do?
That's gonna get the job done.
Yep.
That's right.
Like back in the day, there was no problem. We just wanted to keep the cash, Mr. Porter, for the youth. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to permit from the park to have rap, I was the first one to bring rap to Valley, New Jersey. Oh, Lord Jesus. Have the parties in the park, I went to the
concert.
Probably gave it to me because it was something for the community, and everybody loved it. What happened to that? Drugs came in. The people I was mentoring became drug dealers. Oh, Lord, don't get me started.
Well, get started.
And wait a minute. Then I became a victim. I got hooked on crack. Yeah, I can say that.
Ooh, go ahead. Now you're giving it to him.
Now you cooking with
Well,
oil.
man, I got lost in the system. I was a head up on relations at the Martin Luther King Academy, and I become a crackhead to one of the people I used to babysit at the Martin Luther King Academy.
See, this is what we talking. Go ahead, cuz.
I went to jail. I lost a lot of stuff, but now, look at both of us. I ain't got to call no names. We both leaders. We try to do something. We all can come back together and share the experiences that we had and put God first, saying that without God, we ain't doing nothing. I don't care what you got. That's what's wrong with us. We just put God back first where he belongs, and he can move all the mountains.
Yeah.
All come together.
But listen,
And that's it.
you right. You got to put God first, but first everything. So that means first you got to stop fornicating. See, this is the first. Everybody want to put God first. But first thing first, I am thy papa. You got to stop that. Them 10 crack commandments is out of here. Now guess what? I ain't going to be fornicating no more. See, this is how you put God first. You ain't putting God first praying to him to change your situation, and you ain't changing your goddamn situation with him. See? So the first thing first,
You gotta really see your face. You can't just holler at him. You gotta get down.
man, you just ain't got to get down. Fuck that hollering and praying. You got to do the actions. Yeah. Yeah, you got to do the work though. Don't care about you praying and you going back out there doing the same stupid shit. You praying and then you still going out here fornicating. You praying and you still out here playing with the devil, listening to the devil music and shit. Come on, man. So when you pray to him, he going to be doing your ass like that. He don't hear your ass. Because you're sometime. You can't be lukewarm. You got to be hot.
God said he's angry with the wicked all day.
That's right.
He ain't gonna have his last because he see your day is coming.
That's right.
Like Carl was saying, God gonna get them from doing what they did to us because they was willing to do it.
Yep. And like I told I'm going to help God out. He ain't got the word. He going to get them and I'm going to get their ass too. See, I ain't got to wait to get to heaven to get my damn reward. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting to heaven to get my reward. My reward going to be right here.
Right now.
Because he made me just like he made everybody else. With common sense.
His image.
And his image. So guess what? My heaven going to be right now. Even if it's just telling the truth. I'm in heaven right now.
Because they going to shoot
That's
us.
right. He said we shall inherit the earth. After all, even though he gave the power to bend over to the devil, we don't want to be conquerors.
Hey, cuz, I'm with you with that. We still trying to get to the riddle. How we gonna get these other people to come and one harmony? And remember, these are the ones that's gonna tell you one nation under God. Remember, these are the ones that got the jobs. These are the ones that's still in society. We ain't talking about the misfortune, the cripple. Because remember, we gonna come back for them. See, how we gonna go to people that's crippled and talk to y'all and help us change your situation and you on your deathbed. The hood is on the deathbed right now. Ain't no time for us to keep coming to the hood talking to them. We gotta come revitalize it.
God ain't doing God's will. God's gonna sit them out the way. Because he said we got a limit in these last and evil days. They will stand up and they will tell the truth and they will lay down and sleep in peace and will not be afraid. So all these false prophets and false teachers out there in these churches, God's gonna shut your kingdom down, baby.
That's right. But it's called in the between time, meantime. Until God come back and do what
We gotta put in the work.
we gotta put the work in now.
Yeah.
So we just trying to say,
Ain't no way.
what can we do?
Ain't no way.
Because like we said, it don't matter if you're a Christian. We talking to everybody, Caucasian, Mexicans, Jamaicans, everybody on this one. Because remember, our community gonna affect your community.
That's right.
Yeah.
It always is a trickle down effect. They ain't just robbing and black people this and that. They doing it to the white people too. White people got an epidemic too with substance abuse and all this stuff. So I'm saying, we can't just point the finger and like I said, you this. Because no one, especially any American politician or American preacher or teacher, can say anything when I just told you. Y'all watch people get killed, black people get killed on national television. Whether you think they're in a right or wrong, they're still a human being. And they had a day in court, which was already settled in the street in cold blood. They put it on YouTube. They won't ban that, but people calling me talking about they might ban me. Well, ban me. I don't care. This is for my damn community. They can't ban me from my community, though. They can only ban me from the Facebook airway. I told you, I don't care about no damn white city that way. As long as, whatever's going on in Florida, we love you, Florida, but I got to make sure what's going on in Violent. Cool, you all the way over there. We love you, but guess what? Violent is where you need to be at. And like we said, call in because we want to see where you're going with this meeting. Because like I said, how we going to go to other people when they on their deathbed and the lights out, our lights out, but we want the lights on? Well, if you want that, we got to come talk about the money then. And remember, you ain't the best person to be dealing with the damn money. So please, 856-457-5729. I mean, come on. We got to hold everybody accountable because it's not about us. I'm just looking at what's presented to me.
When I stepped out, y'all was bringing up, when you brought up about the lights on and stuff like that, that was, because I know the people that went to some situations and see, Violent Electric don't play. But Violent Electric is privately owned.
That's right.
By long-standing family in Violent. But see, because Violent Electric is so influential in Violent because it kind of like, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's privately owned. It's not owned by the municipality.
No.
A lot of things privately owned, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We ain't doing our investigation.
Like he said, we ain't at the meeting.
We should be somewhere talking, hanging out,
So
talking about it.
Single mothers that can't afford to pay their electric bill because the dad, on the so-called dad just out and just like ran off and wasn't even, doing his duty as a man. And left her to struggle with the house, the bills, the food, everything. Mm-hmm. She can't even go to Violent Electric and ask for any type of program because they don't got none. We don't get no state program. They want their money.
They want their money, see?
Yeah, they don't take no.
Now look at that. How many of y'all knew that and live in Violent, that Violent Electric is privately owned? This is why Bernie Brown and them owe $20,000, $100,000 on the light bill, and you are over here struggling. They gonna cut your shit off.
For $150, $200.
Yeah, but you worried about how we deliver the truth. Every person up here gonna give it to you a different style. But at the end of the day, Cole gonna be saying the same thing I'm saying. My man just said the B said the same thing I'm saying. Ryan said the same thing I'm saying. Everybody gave it to me in their own. CC said it the way she like to say it. But at the end of the day, what was the harmonious thing? The community.
Yeah.
The community first. Nobody's us first. Nobody's saying this and that. Oh, well, you know what? I'm having something, so inbox me and all this stuff.
Yeah. So it's not about the ego. Like you
Right.
said, they gotta check the egos at the door.
Yeah,
so when sometimes you gotta look at brothers, are they doing it? Are you doing it as a publicity stunt, or are you doing it from the bottom of your heart?
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, and it's our duty that those that because you can tell who's doing it for a publicity stunt. We got those the ones you got to check.
Yeah.
And damn near either they got to get it right or we
inflate.
Yeah, because we can do without them.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that will definitely be the infiltrators.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because remember, like I said, what our differences, CC, unites us.
Well,
So this is it. Our differences going to unite us. So instead of me trying to look down at you at this, you know what? Let me get to know you a little bit better on a community level.
Yeah.
See, forget about the religious level and all of this and hip hop on the community level. So now everything we talking about is community based.
Yep. Then they can find out why he sold drugs.
Right.
Why he speaks so angry.
Yes.
Right? Why she has an issue with men.
Yes.
Why is you know what I mean, what's going on in their house, or you find out why.
Right.
If you don't know why, you damn sure don't have the reason. You mean
You can't get to it.
Yeah, you can't judge them. You can't do nothing unless you find out why. And once you find out why, you're going to be sympathetic to their cause because. You know, especially what's going on around here. I'm telling you, I lived in L.A., Atlanta, Miami, and been in the Memphis, Nashville, like so many places. Ain't no place like Vinyl, like the rhythm, the energy that we got here. But you know what I mean? It's like, man, all we got to do is just get together, man. You know, just get together. Like one thing I did too, and nothing I'm talking about, businesses and the finances. Me and my cousin from Miami, and you know, man, and I started this shit. Because of the people here, so I have I created a black investment firm.
There you go, yeah.
That's what I created a black. I was listening to y'all on my way back to drive my cousin off. I said, damn, I can't get way back, so I started a black investment firm called Polar. You know what I mean? POLR, Path of Least Resistance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's the path of least resistance for a lot of cats out here. Like you know what I mean? You may want to. Elevate, who you are. You want to get involved in business and do some things different, but systematically they say, oh, well, we're not going to let you get on
right.
But the one thing you can't stop, getting back to again, is the numbers.
That's
so
right.
If we come and we sit here with the investment firm and all of our stuff is together, and you know what I mean, and all our representation is together and everything is square biz, you can't stop us. Because then, if they're at that point,
it's a tribulation.
At that point, if there's any questions or you just straight roadblocking us, okay, well then you know what? We'll be back here with the press and the picture signs and everybody gonna be we're gonna make some noise.
That's right.
Can I chime in on
Yeah.
So this is my opinion on it. We got a solution already in the room.
Yeah.
I ain't with going to the politicians. Because I already know what they're about. I'm with going to the brother right there.
Right.
Now, we just was talking about investments. He do it. So when you home and you can't pay your bills,
right.
you can't pay your car note,
right.
but you need money for your kids' college and education, the brother just gave you. Can you give him again what you're doing?
Polar Investments, POLR, Path of Least Resistance. You know what I mean? And I think everything based on what it is. You know what I mean? When I sat with ASCAP one day, you know what I mean, when they said they were, you know what I mean, about the publishing company, and they said, well, what you gonna name the publishing company? And I thought, because I'm careful of the energy I put on it, and I said, A Way Out. And they was like, okay, yeah, but what you gonna call it? I'm like, nah, that's what I'm gonna call it, A Way Out.
A Way Out.
Because that's what it is.
That's
For everybody I know that's involved in music, this is gonna be a way out.
See, and this is the campaign slogan we gonna use and run with to unite the whole town and the whole country. A way out. See? So no matter what your situation is, it's a way out.
There's always a way out.
It's a way out. All right?
That's crazy that you said that. That's something that my mother always would say. Whenever I get in the opposition, she always say there's always a way.
Out.
If it's a will, there's a way. But it's a way out.
There's a way out.
There you go.
All right, CC? So this is the movement we running with. It's a way out.
Absolutely. I'm down.
Your differences
1,000.
are our goddamn likeness.
Yeah.
1,000. That's what's up.
All right?
It's a way out.
Cuz I love you for calling in and chiming in with us, but we about to break it down to a part of this segment is something new. It's called musical chairs. See? And we gonna have some fun in a minute. So stay tuned.
Okay, well, let me take.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, that's what we want to tell you. Go ahead.
I'm being moderate. Appreciate my attitude. Black consciousness, liberal, coming in a multitude. Stand remain upright, erect, rise. A definite level of excellence required. Take a position, situate into my presence. Be prominent, accorded, support
Yes.
Whoa! Yes. Come on, dog. Yes. Another
Hey,
classic version.
That's a
Sweet
classic
CC.
sweet CC. Hey, listen, baby. See, now this is what we talking about. That's the reaction, right there, that we looking for. See, now you keep doing this, and remember, when you come in contact with these people, and they just listen, they'll open up later. Cause you know what? It get greater later.
Yeah.
This is what we tell the player hater. So for all the player haters, it get greater later. We told y'all this. See, when can you come and express yourself and give it to them like this, other than Elevation Radio? Talk and give you your real opinions of what's going on in your neighborhood that's going to benefit you. See? So you know, you out there in Georgia, so now what you got to do? You doing it. Getting that community ready. So guess what? If everybody do what they supposed to do in their own community, the community's going to come and rise.
Yeah.
Our community going to be right, because your community going to be right. See, we got to make sure everybody in every community has the right to the tree of life. That's it. That's it. That's all we want, man. We don't want to down you because you, whatever you like to do, man, other than, you know, you doing stuff breaking the law. Now, you can't get with that. See what I'm saying? But we talk about your personal belief on this and that, and you know, how you want to serve or practice, or even if you do want to do Christmas. We just gonna give you information for where everything started from. So that then you can make a clear, conscious, you know, assessment of, you know, do I really want to celebrate Christmas, or, you know, do I want to do this, or do I want to do that, you know, and we want the Caucasian and America, not just America, period, to give the black man the apology and the respiration that we deserve. We still, once again, want to talk to people that don't have talking in their whole nature.
Yeah, that's right.
See?
I mean,
We want to,
in
go ahead.
actuality, I mean, we should live tax-free like the Indians.
Come on,
right.
man, we should.
I mean, you gave it to them.
Gave it to them, why not us?
You know what I mean? I mean, if we talk, you know what I mean? We talking about, you know what I mean? If you want to just really break it down like that,
Come on, man.
I mean, because, man, y'all murdered them off. Y'all murdered us off.
Right.
Tried to, you know what I mean?
No, they never stopped. They still murdering us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to them, you're right.
They never stopped murdering us.
You're right.
But to add on what you're saying, my opinion, I don't like the fact that you giving out loans to these people who come here for a couple years to run businesses, and you ain't gave us nothing.
Nothing.
You ain't gave us loans. You ain't giving us $20,000 loans. But you want us to pay all this money to go to college, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can give these people these loans.
Right.
You know, you want us to pay these, get pulled over and pay these tickets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you ain't giving us nothing. So now when we want to take something, you're mad.
Right. The way y'all did it.
Yeah, now when we the gangsters,
The
you're
real
mad.
American way.
We just doing what you talking.
Remember, American gangster.
We treating you how you treat us.
I mean, and that's where us as black people learn how to be gangsters.
Of course.
From watching the film, like, you know what? Damn, and
Remember
they
that?
eat it,
Yeah.
and they
The
eat
time
it.
when everybody want to take you, like, you was on it already. We always take these names, these Capones,
That's right.
and these all these, you know, these European gangsters. I mean, we learned that from them. That was a big thing in the 90s.
And like we said, we love Capone, but for the media. See, they desensitize. No. I'm just saying. We just trying to give examples. Because, like I said, he's not the only one that took that name. But I'm just saying, once you got that negative name, it's easier for somebody that look when they was going to be, they desensitized because they're going to remember it with a gangster.
I mean, 'cause
But
they did
right.
the same with Nitty. They brought up in this court case. Oh, and his street name is that of a old mob enforcer. They use that shit on.
They
them.
use it against you, man.
And they will.
And they let all them get away with it. Don't forget, like, Kennedy, his father started off working for the mob. They let them get away with it.
Yeah.
When we got into the...
Donald Trump got their grandpa.
That's right.
Broncos and sold heroin. Ran out the country.
They're
They
not
able
gonna
to
let
come
us
back underneath money with real estate. This is how he got into real estate from selling drugs and shit. But they don't want you to do that because remember, this is an American way.
That's right.
You an American goddamn property.
Yeah.
You just made in America. You ain't America. I see how they doing black people now. We just made in America. Remember,
That's right.
then we property, so we made in America. See, we ain't American. This is why they can dispose of you like they do their damn cell phones and anything else that can be replaced and bring in a new nigga 2017.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then you got the people that's going on. One thing that I see a lot of, like in the commercials and the advertisements, is the families with the black chick with the white dude. I see a lot of that.
Oh,
They
now
pushing
they
that.
pushing that
They pushing
agenda.
that.
They pushing that mixed race to reversalism now.
Yeah.
Because remember, they're going to make the white guy more masculine and feminine your ass
The
down.
male gene, so
right.
if they figure they put the male gene, because the male gene will always be dominant.
That's right.
So you know what I mean. If it was the other way around, and a black guy, white woman, they have a child, the male gene was so dominant that child is still, you know what I mean? 'Cause
It's father.
Right. I am who I am.
What's that TV show they had with the Sandra Rhimes was the one that wrote it. It's one about the president is with a black woman, his mistress and all that.
Oh yeah, you know that's a scandal.
Scandal.
What we talking about? All this scandalous
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, they showing you how it really works up there. It's all scandalous. All that trickles down.
That's subliminal messages that they
Right.
giving, like you said in the
That's
advertisement.
the imagination of man's mind.
Yeah.
The wickedness. Anything that they put in their mind, they do it on TV. They reject it on us.
Yeah.
But we, like you said, we giving it back.
We're giving it back.
And here's how women they are. They'll spread. They tell you you not even a human.
Mm-hmm.
You intelligent. You're savage.
Savage.
But as quick as they'll say that, they wanna lay down and rape and have sex with the black
That's
woman.
right.
Oh, because they know that's the earth.
That's right.
Yeah. So
That
how
black and berry is
so
sweet
how-
juice.
Yeah. So if you're saying something is or someone is savage, but you want to get into a sexual relationship, you mean the most intimate transfusion of energy with someone?
Right.
Who's more savage? The savage or the one trying to do it with the so-called savage?
Well, this is why but remember, they domesticated you, so they say. Just like they'll have sex with a dog.
That's right.
They'll have sex with an animal because you are nothing more than an animal. Because remember, we made them into who they are. Yeah, this is a verse of racism. Remember, we are under attack from all angles. The master who gave us everything, he wants to be the master of your universe.
That's right.
Forever.
See?
That's right.
So this is why he's going to come in direct contact with your kids via television.
Yep.
A direct contact with your woman via television. See? So you have no kind of pull when they see right there on TV, I just told you, you get more cursing on TV than I ever could do. And they giving it to you good. Prime time, 8 o'clock, every damn thing. Right when your kids is home, sneaking on it. You worry about me, but your kids on a cell phone right now, on long doing YouTube, doing whatever they want, watching whatever they want, playing all these demonic games. They just said they made a toy for y'all for Easter called the Hatchables.
Yep.
Yeah, I see
If you saw that today, it cost $25,000 for this damn toy. Guess what? Most of them didn't even work. And guess what else? Since y'all don't like cussing so much, they cussed at the kids. Now, this is how it go. But you like Walt Disney. They don't do nothing but give you sexual endos and all type of stupid stuff in these cartoons. But yeah, because I'm telling the truth and I might be talking about you.
That's right.
SpongeBob.
Now, wait a minute. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants, he homosexual.
They love empire.
They pushing a new world.
What's Barney?
Yeah,
What was Barney?
Yeah, they push the new world order.
What is Big Bird? Is Big Bird.
And we pushing one too, cuz.
Yeah, true.
See, when they push something, we pushing
I
something.
push back.
We got the new world over too. I told you, niggas with attitudes.
Can't always sit.
You remember that? Now we niggas with authority. The hell with niggas with attitudes. We been tried that. That don't get you nowhere. We want to show gratitude. We don't want the hell with an attitude. We don't got no attitude. We got authority now. So now we're gonna put the penalize on you. America, you're on trial. See? You on trial now, baby. And the charges are so trumped up, you better give us something good. We just asking you questions now. We've been talking. We don't know you don't even deal with the truth. So we gonna throw that out the window for right this second when we talking to y'all. But y'all on trial now.
And even the plea bargain that you might get is still gonna knock you down.
That plea bargain gonna be life in prison.
Yeah.
That's what that plea bargain gonna be. 85%. You want all of it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get PTI like you used to give your other people, your boys. See, you was talking about that earlier too. How they want to do this and that and lock you up for every little thing, but rehabilitation programs, PTI for the other
Listen,
people.
that's how they get down. Chuck, we dealing with a government that came about by way of overthrowing.
Yes.
Savage.
You mean, but see, and in the laws it says if you want to do it, you are legally right to do it.
You are legally right to do it.
That's right.
We got to overthrow it at this time.
Yeah, you are
Whoa, we gotta do it in a thing. Whoa. She right in the sense where we want to do it peacefully.
Elevation.
Elevation throw over where we throwing back stuff to them. Because remember, we ain't never gonna beat them the other way because they got the drones, they got every goddamn thing.
That's right.
They even own, they own Facebook, they own everything, they own this and that. So the only thing we can do is work in harmonious with them. One nation under God. We gotta give them what they gave us. See, we can't let them off the hook by becoming a savage. We can't let them off the hook by becoming everything they want to give us. We gotta switch it back to them and say, listen, remember America? If we are your children, would you beat your child just because he is disobedient?
Right.
Remember America? If we are your children, if we have substance abuses or any type of abuse, don't we need the help? What are you supposed to do? The help thing?
That's right.
Not the straight to go to kill us and all this kind of stuff.
That's right.
So, we got to hold them accountable, but then we also got to make sure they know in retrospect, we are them and vice versa.
Well, I'll tell you what, and then, even simpler and more floetic solution to it.
Give it
all
to 'em, cuz.
is, we just continue to deal with the laws of attraction. Instead of focusing on what it is that we don't have, let's focus on what it is that we do have.
Yes.
And put more energy into what it is that we do have. See, that's why, lately we've been talking about a renaissance.
Right.
And how we are the spark to the fire of the Renaissance here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the Renaissance deals with, embracing your art and your culture and things like that. So,
That's right.
once we do that, it's going to automatically bear the fruit of,
Mm-hmm.
growth and advancement. You know what I mean? So that's all we need to do. You know what I mean? So just embrace our culture, our people, our neighborhoods.
That's right.
And then watch what happens, because see, the only reason why you could tear yourself down to somebody else that looks just like you is because the lack of pride that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love.
Right.
Self-love.
Because no way I can, like I said, no shots at the president, because it is a milestone for him to be the first black president and all that beautiful stuff. So I was proud about that. I went to the inauguration, for people who don't know. I was down there and we were selling t-shirts. Shout out to Peace and everybody that was involved with that. So I'm on all levels, no disrespect for that. But we trying to tell you, like we said, if you are a black person of any black descent, how could you go to sleep, or how could you even think good of yourself if one of your brothers is struggling? I just told you, we all look bad. So I don't care. I can talk about the Christians, but if they looking bad, I'm looking bad.
That's right.
See,
It's
I can
tough
talk right. Come on, man, tough love.
You gotta love us like we love you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It ain't a hate thing. We just want answers.
Right.
If you listen, if you a public figure, you work for us.
Thank you.
It ain't the other way around.
Mm-mm.
And you get paid by the government. It's a fact.
Right.
You give away stuff and you get tax write-offs. Come on now. If you're
Yeah.
a business owner, you get tax write-offs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you getting something back for what you're doing.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, the people need something.
Yeah.
We ain't asking you for $1 million. We're
Mhm.
just asking for a little bit of support.
That's it.
all they want.
accountable.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Hold them accountable.
That's right.
Well, we got them, cuz they got, like they say, you got the right one, baby.
Everybody, Vineland.
Straight to the divine land. See, the divine land, where kings and queens come from.
And that's a part of our Renaissance. We changing it to consider where it's divine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, something positive.
Y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of Elevation Radio, y'all.
That's right.
All day.
856-457-5729.
What's that? My station is Elevation.
My station is elevation. We
Let's
love
go.
you, cuz. Thanks for chiming in.
No doubt.
One. Yeah, go ahead, cuz you were saying something.
Now I'm saying, what you were saying about divine land, even that is a part of the Renaissance that's going on right now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just the switching. You know what I mean? Just our moniker, the name. Because again, we're talking about the name that you put on something is the energy that it takes. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, if you put a name, Shakespeare said, "What's in the name?" You know what I mean? I did the science to that one time, and it's everything.
It's
Is in the name. You know what I mean? Because that's the energy that you put behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So so that's when I start being more conscious about the names of. I start putting the things. So
Right.
in our Renaissance, you know what I mean? In our elevation, in our movement to be more divine, we you know what I mean? By design, we're going to recline.
Right there it is. Give it to him, guys. Oh, we about to start that musical chairs in a minute. Go ahead, give it to him, guys.
You mean in the land that is divine. So
Yeah.
I mean, divine land is, you know what I mean, that's where it said it's beautiful over here. Because I mean, you gotta think about it. Like everything, like you mean, you know what I mean, and how we speak and dress and everything. A lot of it was born from here. So you know, so we got to keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and respect it and treat it like, you know what I mean. This is divine land.
Yeah. Holy land.
She is where we come from.
She's yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she bore us.
Yeah, she bore us. Like she gave us, she nurtured us with the best.
With the best.
You know what I mean? And I always say, yo, I swear, I wouldn't want to come from nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
I wouldn't want to, you know what I mean, have to, you know what I mean, be in the neighborhood with nobody. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because
you're right.
Because, you know, how I am and why I am is because of the cats that I seen. I mean, the stuff that I seen in the neighborhood that I was blessed enough to grow up in. You know what I mean? And see. You know what I mean? Because to me, it was like, it wasn't like I said. You know what I mean? Niggas in LA be like, man, where you from? Man, you ain't like, violent.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We in tune from where we come from. So what y'all saying is, where you from is like the Mother Earth that bore you.
That's right.
You was born. So no matter if you think you born without a dad, wherever you grew up, this is where you nurtured your ass. Mm-hmm. She born. This is where she gave you the birth from.
That's right.
See, your mom gave you the physical birth, but where you come from cultured you to make you the mental and the you
Again,
you stand from.
And then the problems of the children who didn't have a father or didn't have a mom or didn't have a mom and dad, they was focused more on what they didn't have, rather than what it is that they did have. You had life. Through life, you have the opportunity to do so much.
That's right.
That's right.
True indeed.
You know what I mean? So you get lost in the, I ain't had no mom, I had it. So now you lost in that, and that took you down.
Way down.
You know what I mean? When the fact that you got life and you continue to still wake up every morning and it was moving around by yourself, if that's how you're saying you that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That's
So
beautiful.
like you said, count your blessings, count the things that you do have.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There was a saying, use what you got to get what you want.
Yeah.
Man, think about what it is that you do have, because the universe will take away. If you don't appreciate, you're not appreciative of the things that you do have, it will be taken away from you, man. So you have to utilize what you do have.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, there's always a way. We have solutions.
Right.
There's always a way out.
Solution.
There's always a way out. You know what I'm saying? So it's about using your mind in order to think our way and navigate our way through this. And
right.
group thought. You understand? So as long as we're all on one accord, if we come as a team, as if we come as a united front, as a people, like the Chinese man, he ain't worried about if you Confucius and you over here, you Buddhist, and you over here, you this.
Yeah.
It's nationality first.
Yeah.
It's community first.
Right.
You understand? We'll handle our issues or other issues
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
It's off the record now what I really think about
That's
this and that.
Sit back at the ranch.
So what's the better good for the community?
When we come to these politicians asking for the things that we need for our community, we have to come as a united front.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't be the Christians just coming, it's the Muslims just coming.
Nah.
We have to come as a united front.
Yeah.
And this is a hub right now. You understand? For the people who want to get down with it, you understand? Call in, start supporting what you do have. Because like I said, stop talking about what we don't have and think about what we do have. You have a beautiful platform here. You have a strong media force, which is something that we need.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to control our own media, control our own images,
That's right.
and control what's being played and what's being put out there to the youth.
Right.
So when you on Facebook and you're going live, make sure you put Elevation Radio somewhere in there.
There you
share
go.
that.
Yeah, share
It
that.
don't cost you no money.
Right.
Share it, like it, support it, because I'm new to this, but I appreciate it. Because you know why? Because since I wanted to elevate, a brother came to me and said, come elevate with us.
There it is.
And I was welcomed in. So
Yeah.
I know if I could be welcomed in, they're going to welcome you as well.
Yep.
You know, it's about that love. Like my brother said, that self-love.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can go live when you got Jordans. You can go live when you smoke weed.
Dang, give
You
it
can
to
go
him.
live when Empire on.
Woo!
You love when Cookie telling it all.
Come on now.
But you won't go live when the brother's saying something about you and trying to help you because you don't like the way he talk.
Come on.
You don't like
man.
the way he walk.
Whoa.
Oh, but you so judgmental though.
Yeah.
But you won't look in that mirror.
Ooh.
You scared of that.
Yeah.
My brother saying he's starting business for you to invest. But you rather keep paying that electric to somebody else instead of put some money into my brother. Maybe you can have your own electric company.
Woo!
True indeed.
Think behind the stars and the moon.
That's right.
Cause check it down. Listen, down in Miami, right? This is what they do with an electric company down in Florida, FPL. Like, you know, the solar panels they got out here. If you buy solar panels, they allow you to make money off your solar panels to your neighbors.
Look at that, see?
But you can't do that with the solar panels here.
They see they want to monopolize everybody. We don't have a fair opportunity.
But see, that's why they put the pause on the solar panel situation. They only allow certain people to get solar panels right now.
See, New Jersey's a state like that. Like, they're not going to do right until you catch them red-handed in New Jersey. Until you catch them trying to build a monopoly, and then they finally get sued, then they going to let it out. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stop them, you know what I mean, and be able to call them out and use our media platform to put a spotlight on these things. Like we're doing here on Elevation Radio, man. Put a spotlight under those things, and people won't be so brazen with their transgressions. You understand?
But if we control our own economical dollars, see, this is what it's all going to boil down to. And we got our own soldiers. We got our own clothing line. We not into their society far as in the economical base. So now they got to go to their Caucasian people or whoever. You see what I'm trying to tell you? We have to have the independence where we can say, you know what, this year, you know, y'all said y'all made so many trillions of dollars. How much of that came from the Afro-American community?
And why you ain't give it back?
Right, because next year, out of that $1 trillion, our dollars are going to be spent back with us, where we can buy up all the property that we tore down anyway. Now we're going to get it for dirt cheap and elevate this property. And then we're going to let them do what they usually do, be drunk and all this stuff. Because really, they only create off of us. See? The crime they give us now, what they going to create? The jail. Put your ass in.
And still, even to this day, like you said, they do create off of us. They still know, because see, everything they got originated with us. So they still know to watch us.
Yeah.
They still, see, they still,
from the library.
They still know to watch us. They still know to keep an eye on us for what's new, so they can use it.
Yeah.
You know, they still know to do that. So we really have to create our own infrastructure. You know what I mean? Financially. You know what I mean? Just the whole economic infrastructure.
Like you said, banks.
Yeah.
Man,
and
this
do our own thing.
this whole system is built off of us as a people. If you think about it, everything's on a gold standard. Gold comes from Africa. Keep it alive. And even if you think about the American bonds that they're selling, these city bonds that they're selling, like, you know, you could invest inside the city that you live in, a municipality, municipal bonds. Don't you know that these bonds are backed by those traffic tickets?
Wow.
They sell bonds on Wall Street. To whereas, okay, this is a $500 bond. Who do you think is surety for that bond? They're gonna pull my ass over. They're gonna pull you over, but somebody's gonna pay that bond. You understand? So when you make bond, that's the same thing. It's bondage. So it's like we're slaves looking back on slavery. We're still in a bondage.
Yeah,
we're
still in bonds. You in bonds. Yeah.
Listen, like you said, slaves looking back on slavery. The other day, I finally got a chance to check out the Nat Turner movie.
Oh, that's my joint. I gotta see that shit.
Nothing has changed.
Birth of a Nation. What's it called?
Birth of a Nation.
God damn.
Yo, nothing has changed. Like, and I don't know if they did it on purpose or I was just so in tune looking at it. Like, everything that they was doing to them and how they was handling it is the same way things get handled to right now.
Never stop.
See? I told y'all.
That was the trick.
Like I said, yeah, we've been. It's all this is an illusion.
I told y'all, man. It's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix.
The children of the Matrix. You will y'all wake up out of when y'all watch that Mummy. Watch the movie The Mummy, right? It's symbolic to the black culture.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
You see what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to tell you?
I know where you're going.
So the mummy sleep. Who gonna wake his ass up? His queen. Right? He been asleep for all this damn time. But it took the queen to wake his ass up. Because she never gave up on his ass. She knew at the right time, under the right conditions, he can be reborn. And that's the black people. We sleep. And we keep disrespecting who gonna wake us up. I told you where we born. That's the earth. The earth is trying to tell us where we born, wherever your hood is. She trying to tell y'all what to do, but you keep destroying her. Pissing on the ground, breaking the bottles, selling drugs, low vibration, killing each other. That's blood on the street, on your street. See how they do it?
Yeah.
See? So what we gotta do? We gotta listen to her because she's trying to wake us up out of that mummy state, out of our zombie state. The zombies, that's us too. Everything they give you in horror is us.
Yeah.
From the infection of it might be an infection going on with the monkey infection. That's us. We infected. But they poison. We taking everything in. So now guess what? We claiming it. We thugs. We drug. Go ahead, give it to them.
What's funny about that is the movie you talking about, the mummy is Imhotep.
Oh,
Imhotep.
okay.
Yeah, that's why I said I know we go. Imhotep
Give it to him.
was the architect. He started the whole masonry building and everything, which was African.
There it
So
is.
like you said, everything, them stigmas they put on us, they take us and they flip it.
They flip it.
Because the mummy is originally from Africa.
That's
Like
right.
my mother said, everything you get from Africa.
That's right.
Even that last
King Tut, right? They didn't mummify his mummified him?
that last thing with the
Gods of Egypt.
X-Men.
Oh,
X-Men.
Yeah,
Okay.
Got it.
X-Men.
He was a mummy.
Yeah, that's
Got it
an
right
apocalypse.
on those,
Yeah, but he had him with, he had the and everything on. I was like, oh, look at this shit. That's like, boy.
But
That's
then
us.
but the plan, that's subliminal. The plan is to kill him.
Yeah, and the plan
The
is to kill him.
giant is us.
Yeah.
We all the apocalypse.
Yeah.
But they sending a signal out that, look, we know the conscious community rising. We know they want to be self-sufficient. And as they grow, they telling all the foreigners, since we giving y'all loans, y'all gonna join with us to take them down.
Oh, you know, they tell them when they give
Give it to him, man.
Don't trust them black people out there. That's
Chinese
like,
man, come on, man. Y'all want to
take
take us down? The damn Indians, come on,
And then
man.
since you was talking about the
That's
Matrix,
deep.
I remember a story I read a few years ago. Big shouts out to Sophia Stewart, which was the original writer of the Matrix, sister. She wrote that over 30 years ago.
That's
Over
right.
30 years ago. The Matrix and Terminator.
Terminator and the Matrix.
Woo!
Yeah. If you look at the movies, they continue each other too.
Yeah, and then she, like you said, the Wachowski brothers, the production company, like she went to the studios to to release the movie. They told her, oh no, this wouldn't work. We don't think this work. And then boom, later they dropped her movies. And like boom, they came out with Terminator. And she's like, what the fuck? So she was like, all right. She wrote another movie, Matrix. Went back shopping it again. And it's like, oh no, trying to tell the people and boom, they did the same thing. She said she wrote the Matrix to wake her people up.
Yeah.
That was the purpose of the Matrix.
And Will Smith was supposed to star in it. He was originally supposed to cast it for
You know,
I'm telling you, man. They
and they tried to get her. She was homeless, man. Like she lost all because she was putting everything into fighting this. Fighting the battle to win the case.
Right.
But one thing she did, she was smart. She saved all her paperwork, all her original scripts, and everything like that. And she won the lawsuit finally. You know what I mean? But after being homeless and moving around so much,
They was trying to break a will and spirit.
yes. And then they was trying to play Big Bang, take Little Bang, but she fought though.
Big bang, take little bang.
Yeah, she fought though, and she stayed steadfast, and the sister, the sister won. Now it came out, but then they hushed that. They didn't even want to blow that up too much.
That probably in the settlement, she gotta have that gag. She can't talk too much.
Yeah. Oh no, because they gave her billions of dollars.
Oh, I know, because that's $1 trillion franchise.
Because listen, not only did she had to get from the movies, but she had to get from all of the toys
Toys,
and everything else that
yeah.
came along with it.
All that. All that. See, we still dealing with the heathens and the bloodsuckers. We still dealing with people that don't consider you a human being. You property. Remember this. You American made. Point blank. So if you're not one of the Rothschilds or one of the 12 families on that money, basically, you're not legitimate. This is why they don't value what you're saying. Just like when you go to court and you don't go in there with you can represent yourself. But remember what they say when somebody represents themselves. It's a fool.
Yeah, they said you would not be recognized.
You're not going to be recognized. And this is what they're not recognizing us.
So basically, they're ignoring everything. You can sit up there and, oh, y'all don't have this and shit. Basically, they're like this.
Wah, 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 wah.
Like I said, they're gonna play Big Bang, take Little Bang. Because even if you all right, and they don't want to be embarrassed, they're gonna keep on rescheduling you. Trust me. Because I tried to fight traffic tickets. They keep on rescheduling. They took 2 years of rescheduling.
2 years.
All that time I had
Speedy
you
trial.
off. You gotta call out a work.
Right.
And So it's a lot of monkey business with that. So like you said, they're not gonna try to recognize that. They're gonna keep on. They're gonna try to break your will, even though you may be right.
But you don't got the mic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just got that Betty White. You know what I mean? Y'all chefs out there. Shout out to all the chefs. But why don't you go to the culinary arts school or something? And since you like chefing so much, and you can whip it good, huh? Why don't you use this to your advantage and open up your little bodega or something?
That's right.
You know? And now you pass this down to generations and generations. Instead of thinking everything is corny,
Yeah.
if it don't have to do with the illegal business that controls America.
Like you said one day, you know, man, if you talking to a cat, this was you was building out there one day, and you was like, yeah, you know, you could talk to a cat all day about something positive, and man, they don't want to hear it. But as soon as you create a conversation like, yo, I know somebody that got that word for the love, they down there beat your phone up all day.
All day long.
Mm-hmm. You like, yeah, you gotta cut your phone out, like, man, keep calling me.
That's sad.
Yeah, cause you know, that low frequency, they picking that up.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's also why a lot of cats are scared to get, you know what I mean, to leave town, go out of town and explore, you know what I mean, every while. That's why, you know what I mean, it's good for a man to take a pilgrimage and just, you know what I mean, and just go out.
Yes.
And see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, see the world. Because now, you know, when you get to see the world, and, you know what I mean, even if it's, not to be the world, they just do it in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, shit, just get out your city or your neighborhood.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go out, because the further you go out, the further your mind expands.
That's right.
And then when your mind starts to expand, you know what I mean, we don't have to do nothing else. It's going to take you from there. Because like we was talking about the difference between physical hunger and mental hunger. You may stop on the side of the road and get something to eat to subside that physical hunger.
Right.
But it's going to take a whole lot more than that to subside that mental hunger.
Right.
Right.
The difference between me and you. You know what? We're about to start it now. We're about to start musical chairs now.
right,
Y'all know how this new game gonna work, right?
Let's go.
For everybody at home, this is musical chairs, not the one they taught you in school where you go all around and trying to squeeze in the chair. This is gonna be, we gonna kick it with music. And the first person is gonna, I'm gonna start, you is gonna go all the way down the line. And whoever ain't got that quick response with a song,
Okay.
you out until the last two. And this is how we gonna do it. So musical chairs. Okay, my first song gonna be, we gonna start it off. A one in a million chance of a lifetime, and I show compassion.
Mine is going to be Wu-Tang Forever.
No,
Okay, but next time just keep going with it.
Yeah.
I announced it first, but we was all right. But he didn't know that, so go ahead. He next.
Don't tell us what you're singing.
Right.
Abominatomically, Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses can't find how I'm dropping these mockeries, literally perform all robbery, flee with the lottery, possibly spotted me.
Battlestar Shogun, explosive with my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet lights shine forensics. INC, through the future, see millennials. Killer Bee sold 50 gold, 50 platinum.
Yeah!
Mother Earth, she was once,
Ooh!
twice,
Is it twice?
3 times a lady. And that 3 was understanding. Oh, and I love you.
Ooh! My mama told me,
Hey!
better shop around, shop, shop. Ooh, shop, shop, better shop around, shop, shop. Oh.
There's a ribbon in the sky.
Oh!
Love.
Continue over my just sing
Come on, man, you about to get out, man. You supposed to keep it going, man. Say, you about to go, man.
Just because I wear a silly smile every time I come into the room.
Hey, there you go.
Chances are you're thinking I'm in love with you.
Don't be that be sure. Don't be that be sure.
A room is still a room. Even though you might not see me sitting there in the chair
like that, man.
It's all good.
Nothing more than feelings.
Oh, shit.
Feelings of love. Motherfucker can't say this on
Come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? Come on. I really wanna show you love. That girl is poison. Poison. Bobby, Mike, come on.
Oh, we coming back around.
Come on.
Your body's calling, distant lover, I will be right there.
We going in.
So have no fear.
He going in.
Your body's calling for me. Cause everybody's calling. Your body's calling.
I gotta set my game up.
Got me. Now my body's calling for you. Know what you wanna do?
Give it to him.
So you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You are now awake.
Happy birthday, dear
People, because you're now awake. Happy birthday
to
you.
Can you stand
Oh.
the rain? The stars and the melody. Through the good times and bad times, we'll always be right here. Woo!
Sunny day.
Oh yeah, this week always love. This week always love. Can you stand the rain? Come on, Ryan, it's on you. You gonna be out?
Oh, he rolled into that one pretty good.
I was almost off my dive down.
Yeah, you got that thing.
Oh, man.
Listen, the bells listen. Dressed up like Eskimos.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
You got one.
My Adidas walked through many doors, slammed on all Coliseum floors, stepped on stage at Live Aid, all the people paid, and the poor got paid.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Say, hey, it's just getting big. Slow down. Come on, Ryan, it's on you.
Time to get funky, radical hit bands like it
To the play.
Rock this funky joint. Now wait a second. The teacher manager.
Hey, take a look in my eyes and see what I see. Woo! Take a look in my life and see what I see. What we thinking? We're never faking. Say what's on your mind, and you'll find in time that all the negative energy it will be released. That's my favorite song. Nobody knew what she was feeling.
Yeah, did you want to think about the lyrics?
Yeah.
And you'll be at peace with
Yourself.
Give it to him.
You won't really need no one now.
elevation.
That song right there, Chucky, she was building with you on that song.
That joint, man. But we gonna keep it going on, and we got another one for y'all. Woo! And if you remember, woo, all the good things, woo, that everybody takes, yeah, you see it softly, say it softly. Woo! So it gon' be okay, gon' be alright, it will be alright, yeah, for the good time.
Good time.
Out there, right out there.
For the time.
That was right there. I don't know what that sound that way.
Come on, Marlo, you got one.
That's a
Two,
winner.
three.
Oh yes.
Oh.
I'm the great pretender. Pretending that I'm doing well. I pretend so much. I'm lonely and no one can tell.
Ain't know where else we is. What?
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy,
I'm
the nigga in the alley. No, you just don't barge in. You better have a motherfucking song. You don't open that goddamn door. You must got a goddamn song.
All right, whoa.
On the boardwalk. Just speak up. On the boardwalk. The boardwalk.
Yeah. See, and this is
That's
this
a Jersey
is rough.
classic right
But
there.
it's so symbolic because see, back in the day, growing up in our neighborhood, the older cats they had the you know what I mean, they was out there with the trash cans with the fire, and they was around there singing, passing their little bottle around, and you know what I mean, and but you would hear it, and that shit would make you feel good. See, they was they was singing through their pain.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's still up, the night, that's what you be. You clocking so bright, in the still shoot up, of the night. You catch me on the street corners, selling that wine, in the still of the night, in the still of the night. Woo! See, that's that good music. We can give you our pain. Come on, baby. Somebody give me something else. I don't want this damn night to end yet.
You are my wife, my life, my heart and tears. And girl, do you know what this means? How can I explain?
Give it to him.
With your heart, the pressure too. I went through it all. Oh, this nigga that thing you sing. Just to be with you.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. No matter of fact, this one on this new joint that we got.
Give it to him.
So many times I thought run away, but that won't take all my pain away. So I stand and fight to control my fate. Forever known as the great escape.
The great escape. Known as the great escape.
It's gonna come out.
Forever known as the great escape. Forever known as the great escape.
The great escape.
Forever known as the great escape.
One more time. So many times I thought run away. But that won't take all my pain away. So I stand and fight to control my fate. Forever known as the great escape.
The great escape. Forever known
I got to get out this
place.
place.
Get out the place. Great escape.
I got to make my great escape.
Great escape. Great escape.
I got to get out this place.
Get out this place.
I got to make my great escape.
Great escape. Great
I
escape.
got to get out.
Get some. Go get out. Go get that.
Corporate reds on y'all.
Get that. Get out. Get that. Better get this. Get that. Get out. Oh yeah. We got so many good songs. Uh-oh. to you. Happy birthday to the hood. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday 16. 16. 16.
We just having fun in here right now, y'all.
Having fun, enjoying yourself, enjoying life.
We increasing that vibration. This is how you increase the vibration.
Elevation.
The elevation. The elevation. The elevation. The elevation. The elevation. The elevation. The elevation. Turn out, turn out. The elevation. Turn out, turn out. The elevation. Turn out, turn out. The elevation.
Yeah.
Turn out.
See, that's how we take y'all to 1,000. We have fun. Take y'all a little higher. You got it. We got it. Show now. You got it. We got it. Show now. Yeah. Come on now.
I thought it was safe.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Oh.
911's a joke.
Yeah.
Get down. 911 is a joke in your town. Get down. 911 is a joke in your town.
I done 911 a long time ago.
I down 911 a long time ago.
Oh, I got something I can hold.
Well, come on, give it to us, baby.
All we competitors. Whack. So what you get respect for?
Ooh.
Jumping around like your monkey as a hardcore.
Cool.
You see that girl?
What's up, dog? Yeah.
Ain't no need to explain myself. I'm the nigga on my rise and
Top shelf. Yeah.
I'm from the
Best pig. Best pig. He did, baby. He turned up on it. He turned up on it. That's a classic. Wheels and classic day.
Who got the freshest rap? Who got the freshest rap?
Wheels and class. Who's got the freshest rap? Who's got the freshest rap? Wheels and class. Come on, y'all. Wheels and classic. Wheels and classic team. Wheels and classic. Wheels and classic.
Timber. I fall down like trees on a member. I'm the fake cause they feel like some snakes.
Give it to him. No. Women want the highlight bling. You can call the highlight bling. Every time the telephone ring. We tell you, baby, it's the highlight bling.
457 457 57229.
Why? That was that was.
Why? Because you know what is my duty. Why? The bitches get the booty to me. Why? My son is the why? They wanna tell you about the money. Why? They gonna steal all your money. Why? They gonna shoot you in your back. Why? You gonna cuss at each other. Why? We gonna fight one another. Why? You don't like your mother or your brother. Why? Keep your money killing motherfuckers. Why? I told you niggas you some suckers. Why? We talking about the train or the truck. You wanna be a you wanna be a queen or a clucker. You wanna be a sell drugs. Why?
Yo, you got a copy of that?
And if you don't know, for all of y'all that don't know, we just did the Lola.
Nobody can compete. We beat you down with the skills of ability. Oh yeah. Nobody can compete.
We beat you down with the skills of ability.
Oh yeah. Nobody can compete. Scoot up to the FSP. From was it classy T? We beat you down with the skills of ability. See what I mean? The positive rap. We give it back to you.
But I remember that was my favorite joint, so I know the lyrics to that one.
Right.
Yeah, that was on there. But matter of fact, it might have just been the two. Hold on. No. You had who? That's the freshest rap. Who's got the freshest rap?
It was
Eight Class. They had Fuse Body Punishment was on
Yep.
there. That joint was on there. That's like the reggae joint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the three that.
You know them the classics. They call Classy T. Call in.
Yeah.
Come up.
Yeah,
You
what
gotta
was
come
that?
up on the show one day,
What
class.
year was that, man? That's
Shit, that was back in the 80s some goddamn time.
Cause I know I was young, man. I was young, real young.
You see that?
That's
Polygon.
That's where you get all your masters.
That's where you get all the masters at Polygon Records, baby. That's,
Oh,
they
word?
make the hits right there. Yeah.
Yeah, because he said they stood. When we was up there, when we did that me and took that joint Too Hot with Gina, that's what we did that.
Okay.
And dude was like, yo.
That's what we need to get up here.
He was like, yo. He said, we still got his masters, man.
Yeah, see?
Mm.
See, it's
That's
just all about
before-
entertainment,
Before
man.
everybody was making songs,
Yeah.
man. So you had to have some talent and ability to be inside
Listen,
the
the dude said he never in his life seen somebody that could just come in there. He was like, man, he just blew his mind. Because he was like, he just came up with all the songs off the top of his
You
head.
freestyled that.
Yeah, man, because this is what we trying to see. When you're a free thinker, when you saying you're freestyling, anything your free spirit, anything was free, because that's our favorite F word. I told you better get than receive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for anything that's free, you gotta let yourself be free. You put stigmas on yourself and chains on your own self, your limitations. See? Because you care about what the next man say. That's why you don't have your own creativity, your own style, everybody look alike, this and that, because people are scared to dare.
Yeah.
See, we ain't scared to think outside of the box. See? We ain't scared to dare to go out and say, you know what, I'm going to take a stand. I might not be what they call the most fashionable statement or everybody going this way. I'm going to go this way, man. No disrespect to you. I'd rather split burgers, wash dishes. At least I know I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm not a slave to the drugs. I'm not a slave for the police.
That's right.
You know, I could be myself.
Because like Jay said, once you're doing that, there's two sides of the addiction. They're addicted to the drugs, and you're addicted to the money they gave you. So you're sharing each other's addiction with each other.
Yeah. You both want, and actually, the people that actually doing the drugs to me having more fun. Because once they get the drugs, they're going to go party, do what they do. It's done with. It's over with. Even if they get caught by the police, they're going to try to get them a program, this and that. So, they having fun. And they doing what they want to do. Remember, they want to get high. You don't want to sell drugs. You got to. Remember, this is what everybody's saying. Nobody grew up to say, Dad, I want to be a drug dealer, or I want to be poisoning my community. So remember, when you socializing with these people, this is what they want to do. They want to get high. Do you want to, this is what you want to do? So you got to do what makes you happy in life. This is when you're totally free.
That's right.
True indeed.
If not, you're never free. So this is why you could come up with a freestyle, but it ain't a freestyle. It's a slave style. Because you want to out top the next nigga that killed up 100 people. So now you got to come in the studio and kill everybody on the damn song. Even your mama got killed. But you didn't even notice it. Till you look, well, damn, I shot the baby. How they got everybody? The dog died, everybody died. Now, come on now.
That's right.
This is what you really thought you would put on earth. So if everybody dying, but the police. We saying not shoot nobody, but we saying when the people of authority come around, they ain't dying no more.
They're going to start talking.
Right, now they going to start putting common sense again.
Yeah.
Here come Master. Oh, Master coming. Be good. They shine the light on you. What you doing, nigga? Cockroach. You about to run. We going to charge you for that. We going to shoot you in the back, so sit your ass still. And you got a gun on you. But here they go. And now you going, oh, I was about to go and fuck up my boy. Master. So he like, all right, well, go ahead.
Yeah, we're going over there.
Go ahead and fuck him up.
Yeah.
And then we'll clean that shit up and we gonna fuck you later.
Rest your ass.
So just like I'm posting on my thing about y'all informers that swearing y'all gangsters. See? This is what we trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta stop that. See? You've lower than dirt itself. So you can go underneath so low you underneath the dirt.
That's
Right, they say that's the worst kind of.
That's the worst kind of right there.
right.
The infiltrators. Y'all the infiltrators. See? You the one go tell them what Fluky Duke mean, what the prices is and the slang. See, because we, in the community, we had our Ebonics that they didn't know this is why they had to come in. Because they didn't even know what we were saying at one time. When that real hip-hop came out, remember? What are they saying? What is fresh? What is fly? What is dope? What is this? What is fat? Yeah.
That was some fat chicks, man.
Man, we had the fat laces we put in there. Because we done switched their culture, their European skinny jeans, their European clothes, right? Because they said, all right, you know what? They want to wear our shit. We going to make it symmetrically not to fit their ass. Because by nature, we bigger and everything and better. That means we strong on all dimensions. So the clothes you making ain't going to fit us.
For Europeans.
It's for Europeans. Because before they said, oh, you know what? Somehow they rocking our shit. So guess what? We gonna taper this shit because we know most of these niggas like to eat anyway. So they want a number 2 burger because this is when they give you that lower level food. So you get that number 2 burger, and then when you go get that polo shirt, he done made a little snug on you because it's taper fit, man. So you gotta be in shape to wear this shit. They banking on you out of shape. See? So now is another way they get you to not be able to wear their clothes because they're not making it geometrically for your ass. And you still trying to slide in the city shit.
Trying to sag them and everything. It ain't even working.
Once
you got to sag them,
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah. That's an oxymoron. Give it to him, cuz.
You're wearing tight jeans, but they sagging.
That's right.
Yeah.
What you like? That's a total contradictory.
That's
It look
right.
it look like a hand in a rubber glove. Like a rubber glove.
That's that OJ
OJ,
fit.
there you
That's
go.
that OJ fit.
OJ
If it don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, so quit them damn jeans.
Quit wearing them damn jeans. They don't fit.
That's why you angry.
You know, that's what I'm saying. But that don't offend y'all.
Tight like this, okay?
And that's how they be too. They walk like a big one like this.
Cold outside.
Now you can see everything in your pockets. If you got a package or anything, a stick of bubble gum. They don't know what the fuck in your pocket. Now it's just
You can't run. You can't run from the police because you know what I mean. Cause you get your shit down. Your pants is gonna
It's
drop.
just like barrier.
Yo, cause before there was like a little sag on it, but yo, this nigga shit is all the way under the ass.
under.
Cause they can't even go up no
If
higher.
it go up any high, you got on drawers. That's what they call long johns.
Yeah. And
You
when
got to have
you
on backwards, you're going backwards.
pull your shoes up, your
Oh,
pants too
my
high.
God. Yeah, come
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
But you got on a $200 pair of Jordans. And you tell me the jeans cost $200 too, but shit, I can't tell. They look like bubblegum jeans, the jeans the girls would wear back in the day.
And if you pay $200 for them tight ass jeans that you couldn't even get to your waist, nigga,
Yeah.
You need to ask for the rest of the materials.
you're dumber than we thought.
On your waist, but you ain't even got your own place.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Stay at home with mama bugging the shit out of her. Mama, we ain't gonna make me something to eat. Mama. Did you pay the cable, the Super Bowl coming now? I want to have a Super Bowl party. But you ain't even got no goddamn money to have to get the damn wings and things.
And then he can't even get the win.
Yeah, you having a Super, you tell your mom I'm having a Super Bowl party. She thinking, well shit, this motherfucker must have stepped his game up. So that this should have stepped his name up. Goddamn, Mr. Al Capone, goddamn face.
The nigga had the nerve to tell his mom having a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm having a Super Bowl party. What she don't know is AKA, and you paying for it. Me and my boys. Me my homeboys.
Any niggas would ask, can my girl stay the night tonight?
Oh my God.
The girl stay the night at your mom.
Say, that's what she's supposed to say. Say it again one more time. Nuts. You gotta turn the little John on. What?
Yeah.
You gotta give yourself a nickname. Oh, you little motherfuckers. Everything a nigga do gotta be little. Either you doing it big or little, motherfucker. Which one is it? Lil Wayne. How long you gonna stay little, bitch?
When you gonna grow up?
Yeah.
When you gonna be Wayne?
We just gonna be Wayne.
Be you.
Shit. By the time you turn into Wayne, you gonna be 50, motherfucker. Still rhyming. Still hanging out.
Yeah.
We listen, man. Let's switch this shit up, man. We having fun, joking and laughing, but once again, it's at our expense. We laughing at another black brother, man. This is sad shit. When you out there selling drugs, you like I said, ain't what you do, is how you doing it. And another person, the police come down, slam you down. It's like they slam me the fuck down, man.
Yeah. But like you saying, so if we laughing at Lil Wayne, we laughing at the dudes and the Yachty
Yeah.
and them. Imagine what they doing.
Because they laughing to the bank.
Guess what else?
And they laughing hard too. They laughing.
They literally plugging them in the ass.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
See, cause that's what them radical motherfuckers over there on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they play ball, man.
Yeah. They gonna get down. They gonna get your ass, and they gonna cause they gonna fuck everybody. They gonna fuck your girl. They gonna fuck you. They gonna.
If you like your dog, tell him that's your dog. Like, man, this my best friend, man. He been with me, so I love this little Spartacus, whatever the fuck you name your damn dog. guess what they gonna want?
Yo, that's a
To
serious
fuck your
thing,
dog up, man.
It's like all of Hollywood. That's what, like, I would never, like, honestly want my child to be inside Hollywood because pedophilia is real. I mean, that's a culture.
Come on, George Lucas,
Man.
Woody Allen.
The two,
list goes on. Quincy Jones.
What's the two ones that used to be in all the 80s movies? The two, they got the same name.
Carly Compton boys.
No,
The ones in the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys, yeah.
Oh,
You just came on and told on them.
Yeah. What? The Corys.
Corey Spellman or Corey Spellman.
Spellman and Hayne.
Yeah.
Right, them boys is messed up from George Lucas and them boys, man.
Yeah, man.
Look at the mother and daughter that just got killed.
Carrie Fisher from Star Wars.
Right, and her mother.
Mother Turner.
God bless. But I'm just saying, y'all thinking this by design? They gonna give it to you. The mother died of a broken heart. No, what the mother was gonna do was gonna tell on these mother brothers.
That's right.
And they said, you know what, she got to go.
Yeah,
Because she was distraught.
That's right.
She was distraught. Now she won't tell the secrets. What was really harming her. See, these people get them damn, when them demons jump on your ass, is real.
Right.
When you cross over the other side, you do an abomination. See, God tell you don't do this shit for a reason.
Right.
Because once that pain heavy on your heart and your soul, you ain't gonna be able to shake that. It's just like a pain you can't shake, like a headache. So imagine having the burden of a demon. Now you done took over another life form.
That's right.
Just like people got 2 wives, 2 kids, 2 different lives. You gotta take on that form. If you ain't strong in your spot, you gonna forget who you is. And this is what's happening in the community. The preacher doing so much preaching, he forgetting who he is, because he caught up in his own damn spell. Because he need the congregation, he need to feed, like he said, that demon inside him. Yeah, always trying to tell himself that I'm doing a better good. I'm doing it, but you got the other side, on the other side saying, get that tithes money. Get that tithes money. Get that tithes money. I want the prize. You doing the Lord's work. You doing it, but see, when you're working,
you deserve that.
You deserve that.
That's yours.
That's yours.
The Lord bless
See that?
you with that.
Right. You the one bringing them people into enlightenment. You the one why they riding around and got a job and this, because they was going to be nothing. See, that's when you're losing. Now you're having a battle within yourself. See, we don't want battles with yourself. That's your personal demon. Leave that motherfucker outside. Because if not, we going to heal your ass through elevation.
That's right.
See, now you're elevated, the demon got to go down. He gonna be trying to pull you back. No, don't elevate. Come on, nigga, selling drugs.
Yeah, see, the crazy thing about it, see, like that, you mean a demon, that negative energy, you got to come down to it. It can't
rise up to right.
It has to operate down here.
Yes, because if it operates up a high level, now it's going to experience love.
Yeah, right.
Now it's going to experience the give. See, this is why a lot of these people don't want to sit in front of me. Because it's not because they don't feel what I'm saying, but they're in the position they at, they can't be free. See? So sometimes when you in a prosecuting position, or you in a position of priority and all that.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Right.
You're not gonna, if you highly educated in something in a certain field, you're not gonna lose your job. You're just gonna gain a high rank position within your community.
Right.
You're still gonna need someone with that type of knowledge.
Influence. Right. That knowledge.
At the end of the day, it ain't your job anyway.
Right.
You're just working for somebody.
Right. Your job is for your community, ain't it?
Your job is for your community.
The duty is for the kids.
That's where the real job
Each one
is.
teach one. Give it to them.
Oh man, I love talking about good brothers.
Listen, you don't own nothing on this planet.
Nope.
You know, so at the end of the day, at least try to help the people that's in you, where you at. You know, you see the little kids running down the street and they ain't got nothing to do. Well, you ain't doing nothing. Go talk to them for a little bit.
Right.
Maybe you can help them from going around the corner and commit a crime.
Yeah. Ooh.
You
Ever thought about that?
You ain't think about it when you was selling them drugs.
Ooh.
You wasn't thinking about it when you was trying to run and mess with this person and that person. You ain't know the kids was watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they do what you do, you mad at them.
Watching.
You only good as your last sale. That's how everybody operating right now. Your fiends, which is your livelihood, you treat them like shit. If there wasn't nobody to buy that shit, what would you do then? So you got to put yourself underneath that umbrella. Yeah. Like you can't use that as your crutch to be walking on all the time. See, nobody here is nobody's a crutch. See, so if something happened to him, he can help me. We all can help each other.
Yeah.
But if I'm just the crutch, something happened to him, now guess what? He where I'm at. So that's why there's the 10th brother, the 9th brother with the money, and under this, and they the 9th one, the 10th one. But that don't have to be. Because if you come to your people and uplift them, you don't turn them to wolves now.
That's right.
See? They ain't out here starving and scavengers now.
Yeah.
You done uplifted them to a level that they actually can do this same process to somebody else of enlightenment. Now I can help you feed your family. Now I'm making a better place. When you want to ease on down the road. and follow the yellow brick road.
Swing it,
You walk and see
swing
the
it,
wizard,
swing.
right? Come on. You want to see the wizard? You gotta ease on down the road. And you can't get out of the game. Mike told y'all.
That's right.
But you didn't want to hear because you didn't do your investigations. Like I said, you just want to say, he like little kids.
Yeah, man, and then not knowing they put the Fruity Loop on everybody on Mike. Mike was telling you the whole time, leave me alone,
Leave me alone.
leave me alone, no. He was trying to get away from him. They don't really care about us.
Yeah,
Whoa!
that's a deep song right there.
That's right.
That's right there.
Kite me, fight me, icky, picky, fight me. See, y'all don't even know what he's saying. Chicky. He been started that. He been doing the wicky, little Missy Elliott. He been doing that.
Even the song Smooth Criminal. They so smooth, you don't even know they rocking you to sleep.
Oh, look at the man in the mirror.
That's when he was starting
With
about
the
making a
man
change. And he said he was starting with the man in the mirror. He was starting with himself.
And that's what we doing. Start with the man in the mirror. How you want somebody else to change them? You ain't even changed.
You ain't willing to change.
You ain't willing to change.
That's
You gonna go to the drug dealers like we so much higher than them. When we just told you America done did more than sell drugs, motherfucker. They sold human beings. Fuck a damn substance. They selling people.
They still do it.
Humans. Not property. Not an object. Not a cell phone. Y'all not seeing the whole significance of this shit.
Did you hear about
They
Pizzagate?
sold people like cell phones. Go hear
You heard
what?
about Pizzagate?
Yeah, but I just don't want to do much on that because you know what I mean. When we want to deal with the truth, and we don't have the what they call the resources to come and say, well, Hillary Clinton and this one did this. You see what I'm saying? So plus it's a touchy situation because it's the deal with the youth. But it's the same thing when we touching on far as the human trafficking and the selling of human beings.
The United States, the UN, put charges up against the United States. You know this, right?
Yeah.
For human trafficking.
Of course.
I mean, shit. The whole slave trade.
That's what we trying to say, but where our money
They're
at?
doing it
That's
now.
human trafficking.
See, they don't want to give us. Everybody else can get human trafficking, you know.
Yeah.
All that the underground market. They don't want to call it what it is with us. See, we feel your pain, human trafficker, but then we tell you going to reap what you sow.
It was even more than human trafficking. They did human trafficking, and not only did they do that, they did like a disconnect because, see, they did human trafficking, but then they got blacks in America and
The other
blacks
blacks
in Africa.
disconnected. Right.
I mean, not even wanted to be associated with each other. They showed us pictures of them with flies on their eyes. And,
And
this is your be this way you go. Oh, fuck them, man.
Showed them
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, and they showed them, you know what I mean, the blacks over here are stealing, robbing people,
That's
killing people, and they're like, oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that's not that's
Right.
that's beneath
That
us.
ain't what we represent.
Right. So now you looking at them, these people over here making fun of them. These people over here, it's like, yo, stay away from them. So
They
now
divide us.
when they come, yeah, right. So even with the trafficking, just that right there, that design right there to do that,
Yep.
that is some wicked shit. That basically that's like taking you from your mom,
Yep. You right, cuz. Give it to
telling
him.
you from your mom,
Yep.
but making you look at your mom like, hey, see, oh, she's your mom nasty.
Your mom fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your mom doesn't. Like, you don't want to. And then looking at your mom is like, well, that's a wicked ass kid. I don't know how you can raise your mom like that. That's your kid. Oh, God. Are you ready? No. You don't mean no, that's over there with them. I ain't nothing to do it.
Yeah. That's a stepchild.
Yep.
So now,
Shit,
you know,
doc.
with that disconnect, they don't, you know what I mean? We getting back, you know what I mean? Because, and it is up to us, you know what I mean, to better ourselves so we can reflect a better life.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So,
And that's right here prevalent to the day with we don't even gotta go because they do that here. So like I said, if you're a Christian or if you're a Muslim or if you gonna divide yourself, I can't talk with you because of this. Or you sold drugs before. This is why Reverend Morgan and all these other people don't want to come sit down at the table because they already got us disconnected from one another as human beings. So they don't look at us as no damn human being.
They want that in there as division. They want you to just hold on to that religion because it's about the division.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of like we all one people, you know what I mean? And you know, just like and back to the neighborhood. The neighborhood we grew up in, or anybody grew up in, you know what I mean? There was a bunch of brothers, you know, good brothers in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they all might did they think they certain way.
That's right.
but they were still from the neighborhood.
They had their twists.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Ain't nobody perfect.
all the cats that I grew up looking at, you know what I mean? Wells, Tight Sight, Yellow Boy, you know what I mean? Jumbo, you know what I mean? Sleep, you know what I mean? Everybody, like, everybody had their own different kind of ways of doing what they was doing, but everybody was rapping, like, it was just, we were still
Yeah,
one
that's big.
neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
neighborhood.
So,
All love. Like Corey Thompson, shout out to him.
yeah.
He from the hood.
Man.
He never got involved with that lifestyle far as the underworld stuff. He always operated on a high level of frequency, and he was always conscious of what he wanted to do, no matter if people teased him for what his choices was or whatever, because he didn't go down the same path as everybody else.
Right.
But since he was from 4th Street, he got the pass where you could be you. See, this is what we saying. We grew up in a time where we could be ourselves, and we didn't have to
Yeah, about that time.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm on the air. I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, like I'm trying to say, when you have certain individuals and the hood allows you. See, this is what I'm trying to birth. When you being born from your mother, you could come from, you got your brothers, or you just 3 of y'all, 2 of y'all, or 3 of y'all all together. All of y'all came from your mom, but everybody's different. So same thing with the hood. But with the new hood is, it's more like I'm saying, they trying to mind control you and oppress you just like
That's right.
the powers that be. Because they're saying, either you want to join this is a blood set or this is a crip set. So you don't have a choice. He's making the choice for you. Oh, and here's a package for your ass to push. And this and that. You see what I'm trying to say? So you can't grow to your full potential.
They try everything. I remember years ago, actually, guy was breaking it down with, you know, the whole AIDS epidemic and the shit was going on. So, you know, how it, you know, it was really running rampant in Africa and stuff like that. He said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They you know, they didn't like us and who we were, so they tried to take us out from the dick in the terminology of from the beginning.
Right.
So when they couldn't take you out from the dick, they tried to take you out from the dick.
Ah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Remember, you gotta go deep into the thought process of what we're trying to tell you. But you're never gonna be able to have a clear mind to think if you're thinking about your bills, if you're thinking about your well-being. See? So you gotta always come to script to say, listen, we gotta do things for our well-being, like we said before.
Yeah, again, back to focus, just focusing on what we do have, man, because the more you focus on what you don't have, you're going to go down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Focus on the good things we got, the good people. You know what I mean? When you find yourself in a situation, think about hearing your kid laugh or watching them smile.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think about, you know, hearing your mom laugh, and, you know what I mean, hugging your mom, and, you know what I mean, all that shit. You know what I mean? Your grandma, like, you know what I mean? I don't have me, both my grandparents, my grandma was, you know, passed away, and both of them was strong women.
Yeah, I miss them both. They my grams too.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So I know my grandma Bert, my dad and their mom, you know what I mean? And, you know, she, that strong woman, like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Straight, you know, I mean, going back to the cotton field and all that, you know what I mean? And that's another thing too. Like they try to say, "Oh, that was so long ago." My grandma was in the damn cotton field. How the fuck that was a long time ago?
It don't matter how long.
You want to talk about some of these countries only been in existence for 35 years. You call them terrorists and all this other stuff. And America been doing this over 400 years.
Yeah.
Over 400 blood. So you know, just through the blood that's been shed from black people alone, when will it be enough of our blood?
Man, I used to have to drive from Miami to Atlanta for work a lot, so I used to always be back and forth. And on the highway, I wouldn't take 95. I would take the turnpike and then come up 10, you know, Georgia into that. Miles upon miles upon miles of cotton fields.
Wow.
So in my mind, on the whole ride, I'm like, I'm looking at it and just
Trying to imagine.
you know what I mean? Like, and they had to work that shit from the time that baby was old enough to.
Think about it. Have those cotton fields been there since then? So really, those are the people that really owe us money. The cotton industry owes us a lot of money.
Cotton, tobacco,
industry. Because these industries ain't dead. They still are living off of our free labor.
Yeah. So big tobacco, all the tobacco companies, you know what I mean? They're held liable because see, when you go to court and they say they catch all that. Yeah, and he was with you. So everybody get charged.
Everybody gets charged.
That's right.
So if you own the land that where the cotton fields were or the tobacco fields were, whoever you sold that cotton to, because they knew where you was getting the cotton from and how you was getting it picked.
Right. That's right.
They asses on the line too.
That's right.
Whoever you sold that tobacco to, whichever one of them cigarette companies, they asses on the line too.
You right. Come on, man. We this is what we trying to say.
We know what
Stop smoking goddamn cigarettes, not just because it's gonna kill your ass, from the concept of the blood, sweat, and tears that go behind this shit, man.
making them rich.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They laughing at us. 100% cotton, this and that. Listen, we gotta get back. Now they got to pick some goddamn cotton.
Right. You remember we was talking about Disney earlier? Now I'm sure if not, the family years ago when Walt Disney was expanding Disney World, the one in Florida, he just went on these black people land. And just took and just started building on their land.
Oh yeah, you had to pay them.
But they couldn't afford to do anything to fight him. And this was back, but they just had the land. But time went on. The family, education system started getting a little different. Like, I think it was the grandkids or the great grands or maybe the great great grands went to school. Like 3 of them went to school and be lawyers.
They got that money. I heard about them.
They got their ass.
They got their
That's what
ass.
they get.
Walt Disney had to pay for all from back then to now, and they keep getting money.
The residual.
Because we're still living on my land.
Residual income. That's gonna be our next topic. Residual income.
Okay, listen, residual income is the key to wealth.
That's right.
Yep.
Residual income is the key to wealth. You know what I mean? That's how you can get a little bit over here, a little bit over here, a little bit over here, but the more of those little bits, they add up.
Income.
And I suggest, with that, the people read this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know what I mean? Listen, if you ever want to learn about it, like a smack in the face about residual income, that's that book.
I'm gonna read that.
Richest Man
Hey,
in Babylon is good. Yeah, that's
this is why they stop. Like Empire and all of them, they don't get no residual incomes off that no more. They get a flat fee.
They
You know
sold it.
why? You know why? Because more black people involved in it. See, when it was just white America on TV, people from back in the day, MASH and all of them, they still getting paid for them old shows.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But once they start marketing them, start charting them charts, and black people start being them, now we're going to cut residual incomes. Because you know why? They don't want you to make no money 20 years when you're dead and gone, your kids living off
some
that.
money up front
Still
and
living.
a nice car. They give you a lump sum knowing that they're going to make way more than a couple million that they throw you out front. But if you poor and you ain't never had nothing, it's going to be easy to fall for that trick. But
And we
get
still
there in time.
asking for their money. Why can't we come up with our own economical system?
Because there are blacks out there that got it. Big shouts out to David Chappelle. You know what I mean? We all know the whole situation when he left, when they tried to offer him $50 million at Comedy Central. You know what I mean? But like he said, the shit that they was talking about, he said he got the hell up out of there, left that $50 million, and was gone, and was hit out in Africa for a minute.
Yeah. Because they wanted to get him.
Now Netflix just gave him what?
$60 million. So big shouts out to Dave Chappelle coming back and getting it, the way he wanted to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bubblegum.
He did the shit on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. Bubblegum. In a day.
Man.
How many pieces can I get?
And you know they did another victim like they doing Kanye, like they did Bill Cosby, like they did Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan was damn near in there until, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he got his dad. He didn't escape. Magic Johnson, everybody had
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams,
They
yeah.
doing
Cat
that
Williams dirty.
Yeah, because he's telling the
He
truth.
just got probation.
Right, and all Cat Williams comedy is the truth.
The truth.
That's
And he
why.
make it funny. But then they was like, oh, man,
That's why.
he talking too much good shit.
Yeah, he just
You got
got
too many
banned.
people listening now, even in
He
this
just got
comedy.
He even put up.
He just got banned out of a Cali in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Wow.
He can't come back.
Well, they gonna ban him. Born in the USA and banned in it too.
That's right.
See? Thought it was freedom of speech. But but guess what? They gonna ban Cat Williams, but they ain't gonna ban the police department.
Right, they won't ban that. And all he was
They
doing
won't
was
ban
talking.
That was it. He was just
Yeah,
talking.
see?
He was just talking.
Nah, they ain't gonna they gonna ban the white supremacy group that funded and stood back
David Duke.
and let the dude
David
shoot
Duke
up the
there.
people in the church.
David Duke
See,
there.
what y'all don't know is they pay for everything. They pay for the Ku Klux Klan, they gonna pay for the Black Panthers. They're gonna pay for the gays. They're gonna pay for the people who don't like the gays. They're gonna put opposite attract. They're gonna do everything. What you want? You want positive hip hop? We gonna back that. What you want? Show your ass hip hop? Mumble rap? We backing everything. Black lives matter, we go with white lives matter. Black lives matter, black lives don't matter. You want a group, we gonna see they go fund everybody.
That's in order to make you already
right. That's to keep y'all at opposite with each other and not looking at the common shit saying, listen, we all got injustice.
And who does that? Magicians.
Magicians.
Now you see it.
Now you don't.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
That's a magician tactic. Yeah, look at this over here.
Say, why you looking over here? I'm in your house taking every damn thing. Gotcha.
Yep.
See?
Yeah, that's
Because we like playing cards. We like trinkets. We like all that shiny stuff.
3-card Molly.
All that good shit, you know.
3-card Molly. Yep.
But guys, man, it was definitely. We'll be in here all goddamn night, man. We talking so good, having fun, this and that. We building, but we getting shit, the job done. And like we said, if anybody has a discrepancy what we saying, well, we speaking the truth. And all we want is resolutions and solutions. So y'all can call at any time and say, yo, man, I think we could do this, and I think we could do that. And then we gonna tell you, bring your ass down here and let's do it. So let's stop thinking what we can do, and let's just do what we can do. It's a difference.
ain't nothing to it.
But to do it.
That's right.
So on that night, no, we like to sing to him one final time. We usually do the good night, sweetheart. I know y'all all know this. All right? Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we must go. Bye bye, sweetheart. Good night.
I said bye, bitch.
I said bye, bitch. Elevation Radio. Thanks for coming, man. Always a pleasure, man. Yeah.